Hello and welcome everyone to this week's episode of Call of Cthulhu Below the Land of Fire, our finale of this fabulous little series. I can't wait to see how it goes, so we're going to waste no time and get right into it. We're going to go around, say who we are, who we're playing, and what are your hopes for today's session, since it's our last one? We're going to start with, oops, I forgot to change the name. It's not Tanner Huntington with Dawn. I had to improvise because we were down a couple people last week, but I will fix the overlay. Yutsai, how are you tonight? Who are you playing while I fix the text?
I'm doing much better. I am playing Parker Lee. I'm a pawn shop owner who is doing things that pawn shop owners don't tend to do. Greatest hope for this session. Liv would be nice.
Liv would be nice.
If it doesn't happen, I mean, I understand. Like, it's Call of Cthulhu. But
yeah.
On the list of priorities, Liv is pretty up there. It's like top three at least.
Top three. I can't wait to find out what the other two are, perhaps. Someone who's in my top two favorite people I've been gaming with for a, very, very long time, nigh on a decade, would be Naganosaurus.
Hi, that's probably my favorite intro to date. Thank you.
Top three. I'd say top three for reasons.
Top three. That works. I'm Nugatosaurus. I'm playing Bobby May Dean, the currently burnt to a crisp investigative photojournalist. My hopes are to not disappoint Doris, because I feel like that'd be a bad idea.
I'm sure it'd be fine. Someone who wants to maybe start a cult of Doris would be Snow. Lord Gloria, how are you tonight?
I am hopeful to live, so just in time for us to learn about Chernobyl.
Yeah, Chernobyl happens in 2 days, I believe. That's the 24th. I think 26th is when it all happens.
Mm-hmm. I'm hoping to live for that date. I'm also hoping all of us live. I'm a bit worried about surviving on the skin of our teeth so far. And my hope for this session specifically, I might hear Doris. Goop. I've not gone there yet. Not yet. So close, but not yet. So this is my last game. Let's get to meet Goop, everyone.
All right. I will endeavor to assist in your speedrun to meet Goop. In whatever way I can, because I care for you as a friend. Speaking of friends, we've got Dimples and Dice. How are you tonight?
I am doing wonderful. I am here to play Teddy Gilbert. I don't know if the terror is fitting anymore. The lightning, maybe? This is going to be a good one. And I also endeavor to live at this point because, well, we got this far.
Got this far?
At this point, yeah, I'm gonna roll with it. We'll see what happens.
Wonderful, wonderful. And one last thing before we start tonight's session. Out of curiosity, I'm just gonna go around in the same order, and I want to know what your hit points are at and what your sanity's at. How's Parker Lee doing?
They haven't changed. Do I take anything from the last session I was gone for? Or...
No, you're okay.
Okay, sanity is then at a 40 out of 80.
Mm-hmm.
Hit points 9 out of 11.
All right. Bobby May.
I'm at 2 out of 12 for my hit points, and I'm at 32 out of 60 for my sanity.
32. Wonderful, wonderful. Irina, how's she looking?
I was staring at Bobby May's sheet going, what the fuck happened? Why am I looking at not seeing a sheet? I'm at 44 sanity.
And how many hit points?
And 9 hit points.
That's good. And Teddy.
Teddy's at 8 of 13 hit points and 53 of 80 sanity.
Wonderful. And unfortunately, our dear Hanimation has a bad case of the Concrete and will not be with us here tonight. So, by default, Dr. Bronwyn survives because I don't kill your characters if you're not here. So, we wish she could be here. She wishes she could be here. But the doctor will live on regardless of what happens. Even if she has to wash up on a deserted island somewhere. But what happened last week? was exhilarating and exciting. It is the same day. April 24th, Thursday, day of the full moon. Tonight will be the full moon. And they decided they had a plan to take out this Elder Thing city off the coast of Tierra del Fuego. They joined Wash's resistance to the underground and digging a tunnel underneath the device, which is like a giant MRI machine that broadcasts into deep space, holograms and messages, which hasn't gotten to deliver anything because it got blown up. Well, partially blown up, mostly collapsed. They also, very subtly, with some very good rolls, this whole group has rolled quite exceptionally this entire campaign. And I've rolled quite poorly when it comes to their sanity loss, which is why they're doing so well, partially. They've rolled quite exceptionally well, and the Elder Things rolled exceptionally poorly as they affected the power grid system, effectively cooling off Fuinguino, the volcano, which is the power source for the city. And had it all culminate at the exact same time through some walkie-talkies and teamwork. They got people onto and committed a ritual of a safety bubble on the the deck of the That's What C Said, which was DJ Yakumama's yacht. And other members went to the Titan Uranus with the help of Tanner. We had guest Jonathan Fry with us last week. Got the Titan Uranus ready to go, fixed up, pushed out into the water. It came around, attached the tow line, was able to pull the That's What C Said out into the water. Basically everything collapsed behind them. The dome was shrinking because the Elder Things were distracted because their tower had blown up and the volcano was cooling down, and it was kind of past the point of no return. So they decided to salvage what they could. But it also wound up releasing some Shoggoths, one of which noticed the ship and was in pursuit. It did get delayed, but there's only so much you can do to delay a Shoggoth. They are forces of nature, which are difficult to kill, but can be killed, and kill it they did. I would also like to mention that Irina had spent a good chunk of luck last session to make her bubble ritual a hard success instead of a regular success, which I will say now is a very good thing, because when the ship sustained some structural damage to the deck and railing from the Shoggoth attack, if it hadn't been a hard success on that bubble, things might have been, well, worse. I'm just gonna put it that way, so good job, you guys. The submarine stalled out, Uriah fixed it, and we ended the session with them getting to the surface, radioing back to the hotel to get the Tallahassee, which is the ship that Wintercroft had sent for them to come pick them up, because they're kind of dead in the water. They don't have any engines, because the Shoggoth fucked them up previously, and the submarine, due to its critical failure earlier, used up a lot more power than it regularly would have to tow y'all up to the surface.
magic bubble over it.
Right.
We're being towed by a submarine that is not meant to be towing anything.
We could probably start towing the submarine at this point. I think there's fuel in the ship still. Though I'd have to put down the bubble.
I mean, we're above water now. Yeah.
For sure, yeah.
What's our hull integrity like?
It's pretty good. There is one
There
section
was that one bump.
where the lightning gun was that's got the railings like like severely dented in. There's like it's like you
Yeah, but
dropped a
that
steel
part's
beam.
not going to be
That's not-
underwater.
Nope.
Seaworthy.
Yes, you're seaworthy. Except for
Okay.
your engines, because they got busted when you got pulled down here. So
Sure. So, I mean,
your hull
You
is
don't-
fine. The Shoggoth was coming for y'all.
have
not
to
the
keep
bottom
the
of the
bubble
boat.
up. Honestly, it might freak some people out.
Right. So, do I take it down? I mean, the bubble is safe.
What does that mean?
It's safe, okay? If we take it
What-
down,
What are we safe from?
I don't know. Cultists with guns? I don't.
I don't think the bubble would necessarily help us with that.
No.
Are
you're
you
right.
okay? Are you okay is not the right question to be asking right now.
Yeah, you're surrounded by people in the background just crying tears of joy and
Yeah.
having like small mental breakdowns
Yeah.
throughout the
I'm-
ship.
I'm not mentally breaking right now. I'm still trying to process the fact we're alive. I'm just like,
Solid.
I think Teddy just hugs you. And steps on the circle.
Yeah, you step on the circle, you smudge your foot a bit, that chalk line will go and the bubble will like when you pop a bubble, it's got that fun little like bloop splatter effect, but there's no physicalness to it when it splatters. It just has that look. And Parker, the submarine puts over to the side. I'm sorry. Why would I say it when I could address them by their names? The Titan Uranus pulls up against the That's What C Said. And you are able to climb aboard if you do not wish to be on the submarine any longer. It is quite tight.
Ugh, oh my god. Oh, it's so stuffy in there. Parker looks like a mess. He's very sweaty, very disheveled. The last so many hours since the escape began just seemed like a blur. He can hardly remember
There was a
any
lot of
it.
yelling.
There's a lot of yelling, a lot of...
Some of it in Russian from Uriah trying to fix the submarine repeatedly, Wash stalling it out, and then Tanner just freaking out a little bit quietly. Yeah.
And just me in the corner humming to myself, we all live in a yellow submarine.
Yes.
Hey, thanks for the ride. Dang bang. I'm gonna go on the ship. I'm going to attempt to jump onto the ship. I'm not sure if I have to roll for that.
No, you can get to the side where like there was one of the little like climb up sections. It's not difficult to transfer from a non-moving ship to a not moving submarine.
I think when
pretty calm waters.
Before he pulls himself fully up, he does kind of like look up. What time of day is it?
Oh, it's afternoon, like mid late afternoon.
So
Yeah,
the sun's still out.
The sun's still out. It'll be setting in a couple hours.
Setting in a couple hours. He kind of runs his hand
It's,
along
it's technically
the ocean water.
autumn, so yeah, you probably have like an hour and a half of sunlight.
He feels the salty brine. Takes a deep breath of the fresh air. And he pulls himself up. Sees everyone. Teddy embracing Irina still.
If Irina's not freaking out about the bubble popping,
yeah, she'll just kind of just sigh, almost inflating with the bubble. She'll give you a hug back and just calm.
okay.
Thanks.
Oh. Where's Bobby Mayo for camera when you need it? This is a sweet moment.
I think at that point, Teddy would come over and hug you too,
Oh,
Parker. Just
tight.
big old bear hug. I'm so
Oh.
glad you're alive.
Hey, it's a little hard to breathe. Had enough of that in the sub. Good to see you too, man.
Dude, do you want to see Bobby May right now?
Does she have a knife?
No.
Okay, yeah, sure.
She just like kind of waves you over. There's probably like a little area we've set Bobby May up
May's
with like a little like
flat
Face
on her
down.
face.
Aren't there like
recovery
couches?
position?
There are
like, a
couches, yes, for
couch?
people to
Yeah.
lounge upon while sipping ayahuasca under normal
Probably
circumstances,
laying
which this is
face
not.
down.
Face down, because it's
Yeah.
you don't want to
Back.
lay on your back for a while.
No.
Um.
Keeper, I have a question.
Of course. I
Totally-
most assuredly have an answer for you. Yes. What would you like?
Completely unrelated, just from my own knowledge.
No problem.
Did Disco make it?
Did Disco make it?
Is he
We
on
did
the
have
boat?
some people. We did roll to see if what's her face
Tara
made
made
it.
it.
Tara made it, which she did.
did.
So let's see if Disco made it. That is not.
Let's see if the crazy one made it.
Did unhinged Disco make it? He did.
Nice. Okay, that's it.
Saved all the
I'm-
crazies, guys.
I'm unconscious. I just wanted to know if Disco made it. 'cause I
Disco
love
made it.
Disco.
Disco is like sitting in a corner, clutching a ladle. I have a spoon. I need to clean my desk. Just
Handy desk spoon.
looking around, sitting in a corner very quietly.
I love it.
Honestly, that's such
That's
a
it.
mood.
That's all I needed.
So I can obviously Bobby May's in like really bad shape.
She asks.
Yeah.
She looks worse than how you looked after the baby Shoggoth attack.
And I
I-
felt
I-
how bad that was.
Yeah.
You did.
I think
Yeah.
like both me, like
It's
Irina,
like 2 steps from death.
and Teddy are bloodstained, but I think it's because of Bobby May bloodstains as well.
Oh, yeah.
Mhm. Although I will say Teddy is a little singed in places.
Yeah. I just look bloody.
Yeah.
Yeah, Teddy will recover without probably surgical intervention.
Yeah.
She's not dead, is she?
She's alive.
She's still breathing.
God.
Might be in shock. Who knows?
She did throw the C4 at the Shoggoth before passing back out again.
Wait, through a what? At the what?
There was a lot that happened.
It's been a time, my friend.
But we made it.
We did. I'm gonna go back to the radio room, see if we got any contact from the ship. So right back, guys. Make sure she's still breathing.
Yeah, Parker will stoop down to check on her, make sure she's still breathing.
She
man.
is still breathing.
Can't quit on us now, Bobby May.
God, wake up and play Yandere Simulator, Bobby May. Come on.
Yeah. Gonna take out my pocket knife, open up the blade, and can just slide the hilt into her hand. Come on, Bobby May. You know you want to.
Guys, I've never killed anyone. I don't know what you're talking about, okay? I'm totally innocent in everything I've ever done.
Well, Parker has heard from a weird but somewhat reliable source that you have killed someone.
Hearsay.
Hearsay, I say. So yeah, Bob Mays is yeah, she'll be in and out. Irina, you go up to check on the radios, and yes, you are able to make contact with the Tallahassee. Hello, this is Captain Turlow of the Tallahassee. Who am I speaking to?
You're speaking to Irina Zhao, one of the crew that went in here.
Yes, that is indeed correct. Wonderful. We've been looking for you. Been doing some scanning. We haven't found you. Everything all right? Do you need any? We'll come out to get you. But do anything in particular?
First of all,
Give a
does
heads
the
up.
dock master know you're here?
Well, we did have to check in upon arrival in Argentina. We got here over the weekend, so I
Not the worst. Don't contact them to let them know where we are.
right.
And we do need immediate medical assistance. We have some very injured people here. 40 some odd survivors kidnapped.
All right then. Do you have your coordinates for me?
Do I have the coordinates or am I gonna get Gabriel?
You might want to get someone who knows boats to roll a navigation check, or you can roll a navigation check.
I'm going to get somebody who's actually seaworthy.
All right, over out.
I'm gonna go find Gabriel, who probably
He's-
looks like he's been a part of something horrible.
Just quietly weeping, looking up at the sky and the sun
I
and
got
the
a 55
waves.
in navigate. I didn't even realize that.
Hey,
The
Captain,
sun.
Yes, yes.
we're trying to get some rescue here. So can
Oh, of
you
course.
help me with coordinates?
you-
I'm not
coordinates?
exactly.
Yes.
Just gestures around vaguely, like.
I need to get to the instruments to.
What?
I need to get to the instruments in the navigation room.
Go ahead here.
Okay.
I mean,
Not his
Defecation
boat.
room?
So he was
not my boat either, but you
Yeah.
know, we gotta
He-
do what we gotta do.
You guys commandeered it. He's treating it like your boat. You guys have orchestrated this whole thing. He will successfully give you the approximate coordinates of where you guys are at.
Going back to the radio room and being like, tell them all the numbers, give them like a quick, again, number of people, what we need, and so it was like medical stuff, like we have burn victims.
Alright, we are out on open waters currently. It sounds like it'd probably be faster to pick you up and then take you to mainland for more medical treatment. We do have a doctor on board with more medical supplies than you currently have, but we don't have an official treatment room. We're not a hospital ship.
Right. Out of curiosity, are you all Wintercroft agents, or are you?
No, we work personally for Miss Lexington, but we do contract out work for Wintercroft from time to time.
Understood. So you do know that we're a bit odd and we have strange requests, yes?
That wouldn't be the first time.
Perfect. We're treating the dock master like a suspicious individual. He is a part of an organization that might actively try to harm us, so just so you're aware.
Noted. We'll keep our eyes peeled then. Alright,
Thank you.
based on your coordinates, we should be there right after sunset, couple hours.
I'll let everyone else know.
Thank you. Keep in touch.
And she'll come back to the group, looking at the knife in Bobby May's hand, like, what the?
I was trying something, give her something that she finds comfort in. But
Wouldn't that be Goop?
oh yeah, Goop. You're not like a magic healing blob, are you? Like you can't
No.
just.
I
No?
give good hugs, but I don't
You
know
wanna give
how to
Bobby
do
May a
any
hug?
medicine. I can give Bobby May a hug.
I'll lower Goop down too. Goop can give Bobby May a hug.
Do you uncork the,
Yeah, I'll uncork it.
and you will slide out, whoop, to the edge, and just like, wherever you hold it up to Bobby May, just like, dook, like just touch.
Aw.
Doesn't have any arms, right?
No, just, it's like,
It's like an amoeba.
what a hug.
That
And Bobby May, you feel a
is
warm
strange.
tingle of friendship in your unconsciousness.
Now,
It
is
could bring
Goop
you two
or
if
is
you
the
wish.
Knife?
Goop has been in my dreams before.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes,
Not
when you were
surprising that I said.
mentally shield compromised. Yeah.
That's very true. I don't think I am anymore, right?
No, you broke that barrier.
Okay. Never mind.
No, but you do feel a warm hug of friendship. The power of friendship tingles through you, and you could awake if you wished.
Okay. Yeah, I think Bobby will wake up at that moment and just kind of I'm almost dead, right? So I don't feel like I'm in my right mind. So I'm like, just come to and kind of.
Got something in your hand, and you feel like a little warm sensation where Goop booped you.
Okay. I don't move because I imagine I'm in a lot of pain.
Yes, you are. Someone should probably give you some painkillers.
Something.
The doctor probably would have. She probably would have given you some of them opioids that we
Probably.
have.
You have
Yeah.
oxycodone.
Yeah, you probably have some oxy in you. So you're
Okay.
actually not in a lot of pain.
Just some mild discomfort at the moment.
Uh-huh. You're a little loopy, though.
A little loopy.
Little loopy, but not in a ton of pain. Yay, painkillers.
Can someone please tell me that that's the sun that's burning my eyes?
It would be the sun that's burning your eyes, and once it's sunset, we will be getting help.
Come back, Bobby May.
Weren't you in a can?
Hmm?
Why? How are? What?
We're up, but we're on sea level, ocean. He could come over.
We made it.
Did we?
Well,
We're
at least
alive?
we're above water.
That's
Maybe when we sit
better.
at a diner, get a hamburger, then we can like fully say we made it.
I don't think I'm gonna be sitting for a long time.
We can do it like the Pompeii people.
I don't
Shrugs.
know what that means.
People in Pompeii, they ate food on their stomachs.
Oh.
All together.
Huh.
Lounged.
Well, considering I don't think laying on my back's gonna be a good idea, I'm gonna pass up on that one as
I
well.
would not recommend that at all.
Yeah.
I'm glad you're alive, Bobby Man.
Thanks. I do my best.
I don't know about that part, but I am glad you're alive.
Hey, we got out, didn't I? I exploded the tower, didn't I?
It was a glorious explosion.
I can barely remember.
Was it? I didn't even see it. I saw a lot of fire.
You saw
saw
it in your
you.
peripheral as you were getting consumed by it.
Yeah.
It was like, whoosh.
Yeah. Who I see, because I imagine she's like not moving, just in her peripheral. She can
Yeah.
see. I know. I hear Teddy and Parker and you, Irina, and I think I feel Goop.
Hi.
Goop. Who did Everything's all fuzzy. Who's here? What's
Everyone wanted to
happening?
Save and a lot of extras.
And extras.
Yeah, we're looking at 40. I'm at 40 people.
Good amount. Submarine folks made it too. That was a very rocky ride for a while there.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, and I think I saw that one lady that we were pretending her boyfriend was dead.
Oh yeah, he
Yeah.
ain't dead. He helped me. Honestly, he probably saved my life. Well, and you too, Teddy.
Well, her dying downstairs would be an accident. Up here, it's technically murder, so
Who said anything about murdering her? The hell are you talking about, Parker?
I guess I'm still in funky underwater logic here. We were like, let's just divvy up the people who make it. Those who are left behind, well, they had a good run.
Let's not talk about. I need time to not think about that. Thanks.
Mm-hmm. We're gonna have to be thinking about it a lot here because people are gonna be asking questions.
I bet Wintercroft has a policy or something in place, or some kind of plan.
Well, they're not gonna be the first people we see.
It would be the ship people.
Oh, I thought
Well,
Wintercroft's not picking us up
outside of that.
directly. Irina?
No, these are contractors. They work directly for what was her name again? Oh God, one of the founders. You know, the professor who's been sending us everything. I'm terrible with names.
I want to say Linda, but I don't think that's right.
Anyway, we know who we're talking about. They work directly for her. They contract sometimes for Wintercroft, so they're used to us being odd.
Heather's aunt.
Yeah, Heather's aunt.
Yeah, that one.
The millionaire lady. They work for her.
Yeah.
So we're almost home free.
Yeah, they'll be here in a couple of hours by sunset. I should probably let people know, divvy up some rations, keep them. She looks at them like all gross and crying, and she's like, give them some comfort.
I think being topside is comfort enough.
Yeah,
like tears
but
of
you
joy.
don't want them to
Raise the sun.
Just tell them help is coming and to chill out.
yeah, basically. I'll
Take
let
some
them know
oxy.
soon. You're more important right now. How are you feeling?
Fuzzy.
I think Fuzzy's
Good.
good. In the condition I'm seeing you in here, it looks.
I'll take Fuzzy over Crispy any day.
If we get you a straw, would you drink some water?
Sure.
Okay,
I'm
I'm gonna
gonna
go
throw up, but yeah.
a little bit of water. So
At least it's gonna go on the floor if you do that.
yeah, we
That's-
positioned you well.
It's very fair.
Are we sure we're okay with anything chasing us? Like
No.
someone's gonna...
Oh yeah, we already exploded it.
I mean, that one thing, it's not chasing us anymore, but anything else that might be down there? Hell no.
Because we're
I
still
mean-
like in the general area.
You want to go down there and look, Parker? I ain't think so. No,
I'm not-
I don't think so.
I want to
There's a
get out of
submarine.
here, Teddy.
I
If we're not
understand that,
safe,
Parker.
I would like to become safe.
Well, we can't move.
But
The
being
boat's
paranoid
fucked.
about it ain't gonna help us at all.
The boat's
Kept
fucked.
me
and
alive
now
till now,
Sub is fucked.
Did it?
for the most part.
Being
Except for that minor
paranoid
depressive episode.
would have told you everything you needed to not join Wintercroft.
Okay, maybe a free lunch was a little too tempting, but I learned my
Yeah.
lesson, and I'm
If
going to
we
keep
live.
this. I'm going to keep the fucking credit card Wintercroft gives me.
Also, they
Mine now.
they promised us a raise, and we're gonna get hazard pay if we, live through this.
I'm just going to go on an antique.
Don't say it
show
like that.
across the
We
country.
here now. We
They
gonna
better
make,
pay my medical bills.
Oh, I forgot that Americans don't get. Oh, but this is not a good time.
This is America.
America.
I'm sorry, no, your Canadian is showing. I just...
Let's get our local mountain.
You know, I talked about the chips in the last episode being the most Canadian thing you said. Then you just hit us with that,
Then
dude.
you hit us
See?
with that.
This one's a little sadder though.
A lot sadder.
Oh.
I'm gonna go investigate to see if there's some kind of like. This thing doesn't have like. No, why would it have radar? I guess the sub would have radar.
The sub would have some radar, yes.
Yeah, I guess I'll update the guys in the sub like what's going on and ask them politely to keep an eye out for anything coming at us at speed.
Yeah. Yeah, we could do that.
Is this Wash I'm talking to?
Yeah.
Hey, Wash. Oh, thanks. I appreciate it. And listen, I don't know if
The
they were
full
able
wash.
to if they grabbed it, but there might be some cocaine around here. If there is, I'll make sure you get I'll make sure you get what's owed.
That'd be great.
Cool.
And he'll check the radar. Boop, boop, boop. Let's see. The radar. Doop, doop, doo. And Uriah will also check it because he's actually proficient with heavy machine. Wash is like, yeah, radar works like this. And Uriah's like, ugh, goes over and looks at it and goes, yeah, man, guys, I have your eyeglasses too. Yeah, man, nothing's coming for now.
All right. Just yell out if there is, so we can at least expect our oncoming deaths. I guess that might be nice. Or maybe we'll think of something. I don't know. Honestly, I'm just happy to see the sun again.
Same.
Does Uriah know we know he's a spy?
Yes.
Okay. I'm just gonna let that sit. We'll
Yeah,
deal with
no
it
one's
later.
mentioned it to his face.
That's not true. Tanner did.
Tanner did. Yeah.
Yeah.
I was like, let's
He
later.
wouldn't kill Tanner. Tanner's about to become a father.
Tanner might become a father.
Yeah, we
We
still haven't
might have-
confirmed.
Yeah, we're gonna go back. He's gonna like have all this built up just in case, and then she'd be like, "Should good."
This is Schrodinger's baby. Until we go back, he is both
Schrodinger's
simultaneously
baby.
a father and not a father.
Yeah, basically. So yes. Parker, while you're topside, could you give me a spot hidden check, please?
Of course.
I would love that. That would bring me joy. Oh, hard success.
That's a
That's
great
great.
way to
You
start the
see a
session.
ship on the horizon.
I think I see a ship on the horizon.
Is it the correct ship?
It's way too soon, isn't it?
Yeah, it's hard to tell at this distance. That and you don't exactly know what the Tallahassee
It's
looks
around
like.
the right time.
Were we
You
given
guys,
an
it's
ETA?
been a while. It's been about 45 minutes, maybe an hour, since you last talked with the Tallahassee.
Didn't they say that they were supposed to be here?
Probably about an hour and a half.
So does anybody have a scope on their
Scope?
gun?
Might be one in the
These guns
My-
are scopeless.
My
but-
camera has some pretty decent zoom. In my bags, I dropped it over there.
All right. I'm gonna be very careful with this. I know this is your baby, Bobby. Meg, please guide me through this.
Yeah.
I'll look
I'll
at
assemble.
Teddy and make finger gun gestures. Ask like, are we still armed? Do we still have
Oh yeah, everybody's
Yep.
armed.
Okay.
Everybody's still
Yeah.
armed.
Although at least all the main people are.
I know we
That
reserved
is
like
correct.
8 handguns for Teddy, so we should have
Mhm.
at least 8 handguns.
Mhm.
Many people have handguns, yes.
All right, so Irina, just pick it up, flip the
Mhm.
shutter, make sure
Uh-huh.
the thing's open,
Yeah.
and then if you just twist the long bit, you should be able to zoom in.
Perfect. Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna go have a look, see, and maybe take a picture for Bobby May.
Sure. Give me. I won't make this a photography check since Bobby May showed it to you. Give me a spot hidden check. You'll get a
Thank
bonus from having
you.
the zoom on the camera.
And Cole, please work. Oh,
With an extreme success.
Oh,
my
yes.
paranoia today.
Your paranoia today might pay off. With your extreme success, you notice that there's not
Don't
one
like that
ship on the
music.
horizon.
I'm just
What do you
saying.
mean? I'm sure it's fine.
This is unhappy we get to go home music.
You look out on the horizon with your extreme success with the help of the camera. It's not one ship on the horizon, but 3. There appears to be a sailboat, some type of fast little sporty yacht vessel, and a fishing trawler.
And do we know their names? Do we see it on their...
It's a little hard to make out, but if you wait a couple minutes, you can see that they are the Decadence. DECKADENSE.
Mm-hmm.
The
Do we remember...
Seduction. And the really naughty, really spelled REELY. Naughty.
So the
spelled
ships that
NAUTI.
was taken and refurbished and taken by the sail. Okay,
That would be those names that you recognize. Yeah.
cool. I think
From the
Irina
crypt
just
books.
like finishes taking the picture, goes back to Bob and May, and looks back up at Teddy. Teddy, I'm gonna need you to help me do a thing. Can you rally the people to prepare to shoot on site?
Yeah. Oh, fuck.
3 ships are coming. Cultists,
Fuck.
probably.
Mhm.
We
Mhm.
should probably move like people downstairs that don't have
Yeah.
guns.
I'm gonna go get connected. I'm actually gonna talk to Gemma, have her make the announcement. She's charismatic and has a sound system.
And Teddy, you should look at the lightning gun and see if you can get that fixed. That might be helpful.
Okay.
Oh, here, hon. She'll give him her tools for repairing. Oh.
Yep.
Go nuts. And I'm gonna go speak to Gemma. Be like, hey, girls. Please make the announcement."
Yeah. Sure. Irina, we'll follow Irina for a moment. Camera will follow. You go to Gemma. She's like, she is. You guys passed out some food to help people feel even more comforted. She's eating a bag of crisps, as she would call them. And just like she looks really happy and just like a little mellow. Like
Yeah, I feel so bad
maybe
for her. She's gonna have a
she's
bad
taken
drug trip
something.
soon. Yeah.
something soon. Now that she's topside, she thought everything was safe or something.
Yeah.
Weird.
I'll be like, hey, Gemma.
Oh, Rena, darling, I'm getting inspirational ideas. I've actually done some recording of the waves right now. It's just very zen.
All right, Gemma. I'm really sorry. I always seem to talk to you.
You don't want
at
to
the worst
collaborate?
times.
That's fine. I understand. No,
No, I'd love to if we live, but there's 3 cultist ships
If we
heading
live.
towards us. The
What?
people who are trying to, yeah, the
cults.
people, yeah, you know those things down there. People worship them in that island. That's why a lot of people
Where?
went down.
What do you mean?
They're
There's a
heading
cult?
towards. Please, one thing at a time, Gemma.
Right.
We need to bring people down to further down, away from where the
Right.
gunfighting is. We
There's
need
going to be
people armed.
guns.
Yes, we need to have to prepare to fight because those are 3 ships.
Uh-huh. Okay.
So we need you to
Right. I can make
help
an
me with the sound
announcement.
system. Yes.
Sure.
And make the announcement. Have you and your crew escort people to the
What
safest
if people
space.
panic? Because we're
That's-
like, there's cultists with guns coming to murder us all.
That's why I'm gonna need your amazing people skills. I'm not good at peopling, but you are.
Right.
I don't know how to direct masses.
Okay, so what do you need me to say on the loud system? That would
Don't
help you?
panic and
panic.
go down to
If you-
the...
You're down below decks if you don't have a gun.
Yes, and anyone with a gun gather here.
Right here. All right, I'll make that announcement. And she goes up to the sound system. She's got her charm is on. People will be a little bit more calm than if she had rolled like a 97. That may have been some panic. Everyone, I would like to make an announcement. First of all, thank you for being here. It's been a pleasure to escape with all of you. There will be some not so very nice visitors coming soon on boats. So if you don't have any weapons, please proceed below decks, where I will be making a batch of ayahuasca for everyone. And if you do have weapons, if you could gather right over there by that red splat on the floor where Bobby May laid down a few hours ago. That would be absolutely lovely, and I'm going to also play us a little bit of mood music to help keep the calm. Please remain calm. This ordeal should all be over very soon. Yep. And then she's gonna turn off the sound system.
Good job, Gemma. You did amazing.
And play Leviathan. Which is just gonna run in the background while and some people will go up to that splat, the Bobby May shaped splat on the floor from where she landed earlier, and a bunch of people, most people, go below deck, making the below deck a bit crowded.
They can deal.
They can deal. But you have like a good 8 people with with handguns and a couple rifles and one shotgun.
Brenda.
Brenda has a rifle.
Ooh,
Andrea
shotgun
has
is
the shotgun.
alright.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it's more her style.
Arena.
All right, is this on site? Like, as soon as we see people?
We should probably radio the Tallahassee and let them know we have company, so maybe they can speed up getting here.
Yeah. Will do. But we should probably talk to those people now and let them know what's going on.
Yeah.
All right. Hey, everyone. I don't know how to gently break this. Do you know how all of you went down there and no one seemed to have a search party? No one seemed to look for you.
Well, I mean, it was at the bottom of the ocean.
Yes, but also no
Pretty hard to
SOSs,
search
nothing.
there.
You guys, you were not on the ledgers of the ship master's thing, whatever it's called, ship journal.
The ship manifest, yeah.
Ship manifest, yes. So he's bringing some refurbished ships here, likely not to be very friendly. That's why we've evacuated the people who can't fight down there. We're gonna need you guys to help protect all of us. Because they have been fucking with all of us. And it seems like they're trying again.
Well, that's not particularly pleasant of them, so I guess I'll just have to show them a bit of southern hospitality.
That's the hope. I'm going to contact our rescue ship, let them know what's going on. And I unfortunately am not much of a combatant, so she just looks at Teddy. You got the floor. Exit to stage right.
Yeah, Teddy is just waiting. And he's like, is this on site?
I mean, if we let them get close enough to
yes.
bore, that's a different problem.
I definitely think we should be prepared for anything, but I don't think firing first is the best idea. Because, I mean, how the hell would they know that we were out here unless somebody tipped them off? And the only people who can tip them off are the things down below. So,
That is unfortunate.
yeah.
For
Maybe
them.
not on site, but definitely hostile until proven otherwise.
Okay. Teddy just like lines up every gun that he knows how to use against the railing with the lightning gun there. but that's the last one he's touching sort of situation.
Do you try to fix the lightning gun?
Teddy has no idea how to fix the lightning gun.
That's yes, partially why I'm asking.
So Teddy took the tools from Irina, but also looked at the tools and then looked at the lightning gun. Was like, well,
It was hard enough to figure out how to use. Like, it's not a simple intuitive measure. I'm sure it's intuitive if you're Yithian.
a day or two just to learn how to like where the trigger was on this thing.
Oh, Parker's grabbed a handgun.
Very nice. Very nice. So, those of you with handguns, you do 1d10 plus 2 damage. You have a base range of 15 yards. Those of you with Brenda, who has a rifle, she has a range of 110 yards and does 2d6 plus 4 damage. And the shotgun has a range of 10 to 20 to 50 yards, but it deals less damage the further out it is. 50 yards is 1d4, 20 yards is 2d6 plus 1, and 10 yards is 46 plus 2. And then there's the lightning gun, which deals crazy. So you wait, and the ship's approach.
I give the lightning gun to Irina and our tools back to her. If you can figure this out, bring it back to me.
Oh, I will alert the sub crew that oncoming possible enemies, 3 ships.
They might have to go back down.
That is what they are going to do. Their plan is to just dip below the surface just to keep the integrity of the sub intact, because if they take any bullets, it's going to be worse for them than it is for you all.
Can we bring Bobby May into it?
Yeah? If Bobby May wants to...
I mean, somebody
Bobby May?
needs to go in. We have
Do you
space.
want to go into the sub, or do you want to stay on the boat? You stay on the boat, you could be on deck, or you could be... How much does Bobby May want to help with the situation?
So...
Can Bobby and Bobby May
Yeah,
help
how
with
much
the
can Bobby
situation?
May help with the situation?
You are
think-
on the magical oxycodone. You can do...
Oxy, yeah, I can
a lot of
I can
things
move
right
around.
now.
I'm
Through
fine.
Oxy.
Yeah.
You're a little
Bobby has-
loopy, but you could
Yeah,
shoot a gun
that's
if you
fine.
want.
Yeah. So Bobby has a handgun.
She
and
does.
She also has the knife that Parker put in her hand.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna go. Okay. Layout of this boat. It's
Yes.
like a pleasure yacht, right?
Yes.
Where's the below deck?
There's 2 entrances,
The-
one on the back side
okay.
and one on the front side.
One on the front side. Okay.
It's kind of like a pass-through area.
Are the other boats approaching us from our front or our back?
From this, like, the right-hand side.
The right side.
I'm sorry. Let's go with port, because that's the left. Yeah, they're coming from the port side.
Port side. Okay.
Yeah.
So then I'll go to whatever entrance to the down below is closer to the bad guys.
Okay.
And I'll just post up
Probably
kinda
the
there
forward
and
entrance.
just- yeah, just to
You're kind of like, this is you. They're coming from this way.
yeah. Yeah, so I'm just kind of they have to come through me if they want to get downstairs kind of thing from this direction.
Okie dokie.
So in it, but kind of not really.
The boats approach. I gotta get the right names. The really naughty, the fishing boat, is staying next to the Seduction, which is the sailboat. But the Decadence is the smaller, faster, kind of yachty boat. That one peels off as if to, like, circle around the front side to get you guys to basically be flanking you guys. They're keeping a somewhat respectful distance. They're about 50 yards out when... just enough to identify y'all's boat name, basically. And the Decadence, you see, there are 3 people, three obviously visible people on the deck of each boat, plus people doing the steering and the thing, but 3 people just standing on the deck. Some of them have guns, some of them don't. The Decadence, however, has a machine gun. Machine guns shoot in bursts and have a range of 100 yards. I pre-rolled these because machine gun bursts get complicated and require math as to how many you can do, range, negatives, etc., etc., etc. And I am sorry to say that they rolled 3 extreme successes in a row to start with. So, each machine gun round is, for this particular instance, has 6 bullets. On a regular success, half the bullets hit because you do a little spray and pray with machine gun. However, with an extreme success, every single bullet hits. So, to open up, 6 bullets are gonna shoot out from this little machine gun onto the people on the deck, which, thankfully, you've already cleared all the innocent bystanders down below decks, which means none of them get shot. However, that does mean that there is less cannon fodder to distract them from shooting you guys. So, we're gonna roll randomly to see how many people, or how many of y'all get shot versus how many of your NPCs get shot. You have, Teddy, Irina, Parker, and Bobby May. That's 4, and then you have 8 others with guns. That is 12. We're gonna roll d12s. What number on the d12 would you all like to be? I'll let everyone pick.
You're gonna make us pick our number in the chamber here?
Yes.
7.
Oh, I was gonna pick 7.
Oh,
6.
you can have 7.
I'll take 6. It's
I'll
a lucky
take-
number.
I'll take 11.
All right, I'll take
Okay.
7.
Okay. I'm 11. What about you, Teddy?
You're making us pick our deaths. It's pretty
12.
amazing.
12.
Yeah.
Okay.
So either I pushed Bobby May out of the way of a bullet, or
Pushed her into it?
one.
So all the other numbers are NPCs. Okay, here we go. Bullet number 1. Thankfully, he's only shooting 1 burst a round.
Thankfully.
He could shoot all 3 in a round because he has a clip of 30 bullets.
I'm so thankful for this. Let me tell you.
6.
Ooh,
Irina.
ouch. Not so
We're
lucky.
gonna roll all 6 of them first. Actually, why don't we do the remaining 5? Why don't we just do it at once so we can just go down the numbers? Okay, Irina,
Oh, I'm
Teddy,
there.
and Parker. You're all gonna get a bullet from this machine gun.
I mean, it's not the
didn't
person
take
with
that
2
7.
hit points. That's not bad.
I can't. Look, you had out of a 12, you had a what, like 2/3 chance of not getting hit from each bullet. But
How much
so
damage
with
is
cookie
that?
crumbles, I will roll for each individual one. We'll go with Irina first. We'll do an order of it happening. So Irina, Teddy, and then Parker. But I'll roll up these and then I'll roll up the NPCs real quick. The machine gun does. Yep. Okay.
No, that yep, okay, did not comfort me in any way.
Irina, you will take 6 points of damage.
Ow.
Jesus fucking Christ. We're gonna be dead.
Teddy,
There is a non-zero chance that I just instantly die.
4 points of damage.
Ooh.
Parker, 9 points of damage.
What's your HP?
I had 9 hit points left.
Bobby May, you did not get hit by a bullet, and Parker was standing near you. Is there anything you would like to do? Oh, I will say, you can all try to dodge this, but you do have to get an extreme or more because he rolled an extreme.
And the alternative is death.
The alternative is death.
What's the cost of dodging?
I'm
Nothing.
gonna push Parker out of the way.
For this, we'll say there's no cost because it's they're out of range. So
All right,
Teddy,
I'm
have
gonna
to
try-
like.
you're gonna get the bullet. Irina,
I'll take a dodge. I'll try. Nope.
nope.
Parker, I wanna. Can I intervene? I'm by Parker.
Yes, we'll let Parker try to dodge first, and if
Okay.
it doesn't look like he's gonna dodge, then you can intervene.
Okay.
How
Come on,
about that?
Parker.
Hard
Ooh.
success.
Do you have any
needed-
luck
Not
to
enough.
make it an extreme though?
Oh,
do you
wait,
have any?
I do
You
have luck
could
left.
make it with an extreme success. You would dodge.
How much do I need to invest to make it
It has to be
extreme?
1/5 for your extreme
So
value. It's the
7.
So
small
7,
number.
I do have enough luck, and not
Do you
dying
want to
is
spend 10 luck to not take the bullet?
yes.
Okay.
Yes. Wait, 10 luck? I thought 1/5 is...
Oh, yes, no,
yeah,
1/5
yeah.
is 10.
One.
Yes.
So it'd be
50.
7 luck.
Yeah, so 7
Right.
luck. Would you like to spend 7 luck to not...
Do not
That
instantly
sounds like
die.
a great deal to not die.
Okay. Yeah. So, Bobby May,
My heart.
I'm primed and ready to.
You see this
intervene
machine
if
gun.
need be.
come out. Da, 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 da.
May, if I'm
Bullets
about
are gonna
to
hit your
die, I want you to
NPCs, which
stab
I
me
also need to roll for just real quick.
No.
They're fine. They're fine. They're fine.
Wow.
I
Uh-oh.
I rolled 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh, last one doesn't count.
Fuck.
So 1, 4, and 1. So your NPCs are all still
That's
alive.
not bad. It means we still have more people to shoot, so that's
That
good.
does mean you have more people to shoot.
I'd rather us didn't get, blasted, but this is okay.
I was shocked that I was rolling these machine gun rolls, and it was like extreme, extreme, extreme. And Trooper was sitting to call with me. I was doing my GM prep earlier, and was like,
This is how
"Good
they
luck
die.
to them."
They're
In a hail of lead.
So, da, 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 da. You see Teddy get hit. You see Irina get hit. You see, let's see, Brenda takes a hit. Gabriel takes a hit. One of the random underground people. You know what? Actually, it was what's her name? Peggy. Peggy takes a hit. And you see Parker. It looks like he's gonna get hit, but at the last second, he is able to just lean back behind some cover enough, and you see the bullet go, and
Matrix that
embed
shit.
itself through the very nice, decorative piece that DJ Yakamama had set up on the entrance, near the entrance of the downstairs area, shatters. You think that if that shot had hit, it would have killed him, but he is alive.
For now.
Alright.
For now.
Ooh.
The boats have all circled in. The sailboat is... The fishing boat's the slowest. It's in the back. But the sailboat and the yacht, the speedboat here, the Decadence and the Seduction are now within range for y'all. And that was their opening salvo. So what would y'all like to do?
I have a question. Do we have any more Sleepy Time Hippos left? And what's the
You-
range of the Spark wand again?
You do. The wand, it's less of a wand, more like a beat stick. It's a magic beat
Okay.
stick. It deals
Okay.
damage to magical damage rather than actual just regular damage. So if you're fighting a Shoggoth, it wouldn't just take 1 damage, it would take the actual damage of the stick.
How many of these ships have machine guns?
Just the
Only one. Only the Decadence.
And
So-
that's like closer now.
It is closer now.
Close
It
enough
is
to
when
throw it?
it's within 20 yards.
I can't jump 20 yards.
You,
I have a-
that would be very impressive if you could.
Yeah.
Does it have like netting on the side, perhaps?
It's not a fishing boat. It is a kind of like a small, speedy little fast pleasure yacht, like a 10-person pleasure yacht,
Gotcha,
Small and-
gotcha.
little nimble thing.
Well, they brought a machine gun.
Yeah, it's actually probably 10 yards. They did. They
Oh.
brought a machine gun. They
Oh.
it's like they sensed a disturbance in the force of their cult and was like, we're gonna fix this, or at least take revenge. So it's like the Falkland War happened not but a decade earlier, maybe, and it's just like they have some leftover stuff from that. It's weird.
Just out of curiosity, is there any way I could perhaps try to fast talk in order to make them hesitate? In order for
Yeah,
us to,
your
like,
gods
give
have
it a go.
failed. Or what's used
Would-
worshipping
would that
fallen
be my like
gods.
action instead of firing back?
I'd say because shooting a gun does not take long, you could if you keep it not really lengthy, you could do both.
Okay.
Okay.
But you would have to pick one boat or the other to be talking to. 'Cause they're on
Probably
opposites.
the one with the machine gun.
That would make sense. So, yeah.
Yes. I think Parker's just gonna call out angrily with as much of like a Karen attitude as he can. We are on a mission for the great old ones. You will stand down.
Give me that fast talk.
Can I help by giving him a fucking mic? Because Gemma has the...
We'll say that he is definitely heard.
Okay.
It might make some of the people in the other boat hesitate if he succeeds.
Hard success.
Hard success. The guy with the machine gun, the people of the Decadence, your primary targets, they look a little confused because that's not what they were told, and yeah, this is a little bit confusion. I will have the other people, well, not all of them, but a couple of them make a save. The other boat doesn't believe you. They hold true to their convictions.
But the machine gun people believe me, at least for a moment.
Yeah, they're confused. They're hesitating.
In that moment of hesitation, Teddy is clapping back at him.
All right, you shoot. Give me a gun. Give me a pew pew check.
Yeah, there's no hesitation. Teddy got shot.
You did
survived
get shot.
the hood, and I get shot on some cultist shit. What the fuck is this?
That is a success. Roll me. I'm guessing
Right on
you're
the
shooting the
money.
machine gunner. 1d10 plus 2, please.
All right.
For damage.
Oh yeah.
Woo! All right, I'm gonna check how many hit points this guy has. Whoo! Okay. Update his hit points. You shoot him solidly in like center mass. He looks really bad, but he's not dead. However, any actions he make will have penalties. Good job.
Can I shoot him?
You can shoot him. You can also shoot the machine
Okay.
gun man. He's almost dead. He
Okay.
looks ever so slightly more alive than you, Bobby May. And by that I mean he has 3 hit points.
Three. Okay. Now,
That was a good
what
pistol
am I
shot.
rolling for this?
Handgun.
I don't have a handgun.
Everyone has
Oh, I
base
do. I do have
handgun.
handgun. Yeah, this is not gonna go well.
You never know.
Extreme
And you-
success.
Oh.
Never
An
mind.
extreme success means you do max damage, which is another 10 plus 2. Yeah.
Hell yeah. He
Yeah.
did.
Yeah,
Killer
yeah.
instinct.
So, you shoot him, second shot, right between the eyes, and you've taken out the machine gunner, which means all those other extreme successes and the crit success I rolled for him for my pre-rolls will not apply. Congratulations, you guys. Your chances of survival
Teamwork.
just went up like
Teddy goes
60%.
to give Bobby May a slap on the back and realizes what he's about to do.
I'm just like, high five.
Yeah.
That's an ender. Bobby May addicted to killing. Finish off someone else's.
Yeah, Bobby May, you've killed a man directly.
Murder May.
I have.
Can you make me a sanity check?
I've never done this.
Oh, this is a sanity lost.
Yeah.
Is it really for Bobby May though?
Oh, that's
Ooh.
a
It's
yes,
for
I
a different
haven't-
reason for Bobby May.
Oh.
That's a
She's
failure.
seen
likes-
a lot of people die, but she hasn't, well, shot
I've
a man
only-
herself.
Yeah.
She
Yeah.
Maybe
may
she'll
directly
develop a
drown
taste for
somebody,
it.
but she hasn't shot somebody. Bobby May, maybe it's just all the oxy in your system, but
Yeah.
that felt good. That was very. You remember that warm, tingly hug feeling you got from Goop?
Yeah.
This
yeah,
is like a
familiar.
pleasant, cold tingle,
Oh, okay. Okay.
and you're gonna lose.
Oh no.
4 sanity.
4. Ooh.
Yeah.
28.
You're on par with the other group now. But yeah, it felt really nice. That was
Yeah, yeah.
satisfying. Like it was always satisfying and intriguing watching. Ooh, but being the
But
one
actually
pulling the
doing.
trigger, yeah, you feel
Oops.
exhilarated. You got a rush.
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah. I think Bobby high fives Teddy. But she's not really like registering Teddy. She's looking for her next target.
There's there's someone else on that deck, next to the machine gunner. Parker would actually recognize that person. It's the person who took that scrap of clothing from Parker. Person Parker ran into.
A fucker.
But Irina and Parker,
Asshole.
you guys still have to go, and then I'll roll your NPCs.
Okay. Go ahead, Parker.
I shoot the guy.
Shoot him, please do.
Yeah. I mean, We kind of gave away the game firing back, but hey, if it made him hesitate for a second for us to get a shot in, I'll count that as a win. All right.
That's a success. All right. Please roll me 1d10 plus 2.
I added the
you did 9
gun to my sheet,
Very
so just roll the damage
nice.
for me.
Beautiful. 9 damage. All right. That is caster.
You
on
were
that
my
ship.
favorite jacket. Wham!
He doesn't look happy. You shoot him in like the thigh, in the leg, like right around the knee. He goes down to a knee. He's still alive, but he's not looking great. Not looking great. Irina, what would you like to do?
Okay. Quick question. We know these refurbished ships, yes?
Yes.
And when they were fixed and stuff.
Yeah, repainted, made to be
Where
used for the
the
cultist
marks
designs.
used to be.
Yes.
Yeah. So looking at the ship, like I know that one ship now is now empty, hopefully. With the machine gun and the other guy. Or
the other guy is still standing there. He's still alive.
Okay.
Well, he's kneeling, kind of.
Okay, I'll trust the other guys, but what about the other ships? For example, where's
other
the
ships?
weak
The
spots?
fishing boat has the really naughty has 2 people standing on deck. One of them has a rifle, and the other doesn't appear to be armed. The seduction has a rifleman and 2 unarmed people.
So both sides have rifles. Okay.
Yes.
So which ones do we know like is more easy to sink?
As far as sinking the boat, that would take a big hit.
That would.
Big explosion.
But what would at least make them like, rattled?
Well, if you hit the last person on the decadence, you won't be surrounded anymore.
That is true. So let's just shoot them.
All right.
It's also the machine gun ship.
It is
the machine gun ship, so maybe we will be able to take that. Yay!
Extreme success, max damage.
I'm so
is
glad I didn't die so I could see this.
again just that one straight through the side of the head. I don't think you've killed a person before, Irina. Could you also make a
No,
sanity check?
I probably just looked at Bob and I was like, okay, deep breath.
Yeah.
Can't be that hard, right? Oh,
And
shit, I
your
killed someone.
trembly hands hold very still as you
Yeah. You do need still hands for a lot of things that she does.
6 sanity,
Great.
please.
I can see Goop now,
You can hear
guys.
Goop now.
Woo! Yeah, I think I'm like, did I just? Oh.
All right, and just again, the 2 people on deck. There's someone like the driving area, but they seem to be like ducking down a bit at the shots fired back. They don't seem to be a combatant, at least not at this moment in time. They might have a knife or something, but they don't appear to be armed with guns or ready to shoot at you. They're peeling off a bit.
We're
Yes.
gonna like sink down a little. It's just like, oh my god.
Understandable. Yeah, you're a little rattled. Your hands were surprisingly calm for that shot. That's probably what shakes you the most. There were no tremors in that extreme success. So we're gonna do this the fast way for your NPCs. They're gonna shoot at the other rifle people.
Nice.
Not all of them are proficient with guns though, so.
Mm.
All right. No. Yes. No. Definitely yes. No. So you've got 3 yeses and a hell yeah. The hell yeah is Brenda, I will have you know.
Of course.
Nice.
So that is. Oh, she's got the other yes would be the shotgun. So I'm just gonna do. Ooh, yeah, Brenda will take out the guy coming on the back in the fishing vessel, the guy with the rifle. She'll take him out. He's gone. Kapow! And there are that many yards, so that will be not enough to take him out, but will the handgun take him out? It will! The other rifleman is taken out. So far, it looks like the Decadence and the Seduction don't appear to have anyone armed aboard it.
Hell yeah.
I'm sure that's totally fine. Which makes it their turn. Now, Bobby May, you didn't get shot by the machine gun last round, and you killed a guy. That makes someone very unhappy. Could you please make me a power check?
Absolutely.
Oh, they're casters. Fuck.
They
Hard
are
success.
casters. Okay.
We need to board those ships.
That is a regular success. That is very good for you. But there's more.
Oh, great.
I need you to make me another power check, please.
Okay. Fuck, that's a failure. You
might want to see their roll first.
Yeah, okay. Yeah.
That is a success for them.
Huh?
Yes.
And do I have to, is it like a beats?
But you will
meets
have
or
to
beats?
you will have to beat them. So you'd have to
Beat
get
them.
a hard
So,
power check.
Okay, my power
This is incredibly
62.
ironic, I will also just say right there.
Sorry, I'm doing math.
You're fine.
Do all the
What
math.
is-
You would need a 31.
Yeah.
Ooh,
I guess we can't assist with this at all.
No.
48 points of luck. You even have that much left?
Ooh.
You can only spend 30
I
luck
have-
at a time.
Yeah, I have
Oh,
30
yeah.
luck, which would drop me to a 49, but that's not enough. I'm probably dead anyway, so I'm gonna push it.
Push it. Push it.
Come on.
Fucking Christ, that's only a success.
Could you?
Okay.
No way, you can't have
Nope.
luck to push
Can't
roll.
spend luck on a push roll.
Nope.
You got close though. I would love to tell you, Becky, we are keeping our trend, I believe.
Yep, of killing a character in every single campaign we play
However,
together.
I will say that this particular method is incredibly ironic.
Okay.
Bobby May, you're standing there. You're looking around. There's no more seemingly combatants. And you feel something assault your mind for a moment. You shake it off. And then you lock eyes with the Dockmaster. He puts his hand to the side of the person who just tried to cast something on you. And he stares at you. You made a bit of a scene in his. Teddy did as well. But you didn't get shot. You're the least in your
No,
death.
right.
Well, you
Yeah.
technically you're the most near death, but your back's facing the other side, so he doesn't maybe see that.
I look normal enough.
And you see, as he just kind of points at you, his view is obscured for a moment by a shimmery outline that only you can see. It's your sister. And she's smiling. And you feel your lungs getting to fill with seawater. And he casts Breath of the Deep on you.
Fucking of course he does.
You feel like you're drowning.
Mm-hmm.
You will take... There's a chance. Nope. 7 points of damage as your lungs fill with seawater and you fall to the ground choking and gasping. And as you fall to your knees, you feel a hand push you down as your lungs fill up. And you hear, "That time you joined me, Bobby May."
If I could talk, I'd say something, but I'm fucking drowning.
And she looks at you and stares you dead in the eyes as, for the rest of y'all, Bobby May just starts choking out seawater.
I think
Quarts,
My-
gallons, it's flooding out of her. And you see
My very-
a small sign appear over her throat, a hint of magic as she
Dr.
collapses to
Hughes!
the ground.
I hate
Doc!
it. I hate it. My last action.
Yes,
I,
how would you like to
Yeah.
go
Yeah.
with your last...
So
You get one last thing.
choking, drowning.
You're drowning. Yes.
drop to the deck, hands and knees, throwing up seawater.
Oh,
And,
I'm sorry. You do need to make me a Constitution roll. You might be able to avoid
Oh.
this damage. I'm sorry. It's at the bottom of the spell.
Well, hard success.
You need an extreme success.
Ah, balls.
Can you spend the
can you
luck to
spend the
make an
luck
here?
extreme
I mean-
success?
After taking the damage.
Oh.
Oh,
Damn
okay.
it.
Okay.
Damn it.
Ah.
Bummer.
Glimmer of hope.
Okay.
Glimmer
That's
of hope.
fine.
If you had crit it though, I would have been like, you choke it all out. You say fuck you to your
Right.
sister. But
Listen, knowing me, I'm totally okay with dying. So this is 100%.
I
I
do
fucking
know
love
you.
it.
I just find it incredibly ironic.
We're keeping the trend.
We're keeping the
tradition.
trend. We're keeping the trend.
So Bobby choking up seawater, drowning in nothing, in fucking dry land, drops
Yep.
to her hands and knees, and just where Gracie May is like pushing me down, eye
Mhm.
contact. Her very, very last action for Bobby May is just a middle finger just straight in Gracie May's face.
Which looks like
And
you're
then-
middle fingering the captain to everyone else because she's
Right.
standing between you and the captain.
Yeah. And then just dead. No words because I'm drowning, so.
Is it possible to
You could-
resuscitate
you
people in this
Choke
system?
out.
No.
0, you die.
No
Okay with
CPR?
this.
I mean, you could try to CPR in the middle of combat with bullets flying through. Well, not as many bullets now, with spells flying through the air. It won't. You'd have to get real good to maybe give her a chance. But she was in rough shape to begin with, and we have 2 more casters. So,
Man.
Fuck.
Bobby May, you
Are-
could choke out a few words as you gargle your last, if you wish.
I don't think she does. I
Okay.
think she just flicks off Gracie May and accepts her fate because honestly I don't think she saw it ending any other way. So
It is
And
awfully
you
poetic.
drown and join your sister. But you still have that shiver of satisfaction of having fired the gun that's still in your hand.
I think I had
Anyway, yeah.
murdered someone for the second time, but with my own
Oh!
hands.
Yep.
Well, gun.
The
Well,
other
that's
people who have made people angry in this campaign would be Teddy and Parker, particularly cultists. But the Dockmaster used an action to cast that. He started it last round. He picked his turn this round. So, May has drowned, seemingly on the deck. It looks like maybe she's just collapsed. It's hard to tell, except for all that seawater. That's weird. Teddy, I need you to make me a power check.
Yeah, sure.
And Parker, I need you to make me a power check as well.
You got it. Success.
Success
Okay.
as well.
Okay, the cultists also got a success, but you didn't beat them. So, you 2 will each take, I'll roll separately. No, actually, it's just, you take 5 sanity loss, and you get a temporary insanity. Each of you loses 5. And I would like, we're gonna use, a chart here for the sanity, because this is caused from a spell and not just an incident. Could you please roll me a d8?
1d8
Each of
coming
you.
up.
To see what effect you get. 6. 3, 4, 5, 6. And 2. Alright. Teddy, you choose violence. A red mist descends upon you, and you just feel compelled to do uncontrollable violence and destructions directed at your surroundings, allies or foes alike, for 1d10 rounds. We'll say since there's enemies still here, you're focused on them, but I do need
I
you to roll
got
me a
somebody to
d10.
shoot at. All right.
Let's see how long this lasts. How many rounds
Um,
you want to shoot at people? 3. That's probably good. There'll probably still be cultists in 3 rounds. But Parker, you got a 6.
No, I got
3,
a 2.
4. Oh, you got a 2. I'm sorry. Parker chooses violence.
I choose violence.
Teddy.
Oh,
1,
so
2,
I-
3, 4.
Yeah.
Teddy, you see Bobby May fall to the ground, and you feel this mental intrusion, and you faint. Could you roll me a d10?
Okay,
It's
a different
marksman.
D10.
It just 1 round. You're just gonna like you black out for 1 round.
I like
I think-
3, but I'm assuming
Bobby
we reroll
May!
the 1d10 as well for.
No. Oh, I'm sorry. Yes. You can take the 3 if you want.
You know what?
3 rounds of violence?
Technically, it's my insanity. I should probably roll it.
Okay. 1.
1.
All right, 1 round for each of you. 1 round of Teddy. You just black out for a round. And Parker, you really want to murder somebody after seeing Bobby May round. And that is the last 2 casters. Irina. And y'all, it is your turn. The people with guns around you look a little confused because they don't know about magic stuff as much. They are trying to figure out what's going on, whereas you guys kind of know instantly because you've all been attacked. But you all see Bobby May drowned on the floor.
Do we see the casters on the other ship?
You do. You realize that the people standing next to the people who had the guns are casters.
Yeah. I'm gonna check my first aid real quick before I make a
Yeah.
decision.
And you people are known to these cultists, so they're definitely targeting you guys more than your comrades.
If we had a sleepy time hippo out of character, that might be
Yes.
really handy right now.
We do.
You do.
I'm
I don't want to use it. I want to hurt someone. So
You do. You would just light it and use a throw check to get it on their boat.
I'm really bad at throwing.
Mm-hmm.
I will say I have a better first aid, but this is just something loud resuscitation. I don't know.
It's not really much of a thing in Call of Cthulhu.
Alas. Okay.
get the AED. Get the AED.
You
Yeah.
could try, but you'd have to get a really good roll for maybe results.
Okay. I think instead I will do the reasonable thing. I'm sorry, Bob May. And I think I'll light a sleepy time hippo. Kind of
Okay.
dodge out of cover. Throw it.
Which
towards-
boat do you throw it onto? The seduction or the really naughty?
Captain's able to kill people with his spells, right?
He is. He's got the big boy cultist spells because he's the cult leader.
Okay.
He's on the seduction.
And even then, that thing comes out in smoke, so it'll obscure his vision, I'm hoping.
It will obscure his
So,
vision. Even
I'm
if he
gonna-
doesn't succumb to the effects, it will obscure his vision.
Yes, I'm going to
Absolutely,
throw it at
okay.
him specifically.
Okay.
Please. Oh, fuck. I can't push that. I
You
guess
could
I'll just
try.
miss.
If you fail pushing it, do you just drop
Do
it on our
we
boat?
might get dropped on.
I mean,
so
it's
I
a
am-
possibility.
yeah,
You don't
I
want to.
think
You
I'll
don't
just-
want to.
I think I'll just like
TPK, we all join Bobby May.
Woo!
and just not. I guess it'll just like
Bloop. In the water.
sink.
Yeah.
Yeah. Whoops. And I'll just like duck. Like, oh fuck.
Mm-hmm.
Is there anything I could do? Just like, oh god.
The seduction pivoted away a bit, but the decadence is still pretty close by,
The
right?
Decadence is the closest ship, but there's no one on deck currently attacking. Could you guys killed them?
Is there any way?
Oh, there's the one.
Like-
There's the one caster on the deck. No more gunners.
Did we happen to drift closer where I could attempt to jump on board the decadence?
Did you get the machine gun?
That's the intention.
Rambo style?
Massive amounts of damage as quick as possible.
Let me roll to see how stable their driver is, because they might move closer, unknowingly. He's pretty stable. They have not moved closer.
Pity. All right. I mean, I'm gonna hurt someone.
You do want to hurt somebody.
I do.
I will say machine gun use is a specialty skill, and so if you don't have it, your base percentage chance is real low. I think it's 5%.
Hmm.
I mean, for 6 bullets, I mean, that makes sense. All right. I'm still gonna shoot at the people who are closer because my handgun can't reach far enough to the other.
You could
ship,
reach the other ships by this point, because they did get closer to cast their spells.
Probably. Oh, okay, perfect.
They're all
In
within
that case-
15 yards. 10, 15 yards, yeah.
Or could I use an action to somehow rouse Teddy so he could take his action?
You choose violence this round.
That is correct, and I don't want to shoot Teddy. But that is
You
still...
don't. I mean, you could shoot Teddy.
I could shoot Teddy. That is a thought.
It's
that crosses my
violence
mind.
against whoever. You could shoot
Yeah.
Teddy. Yeah,
Oh, my
but there are
hand's already
cultists for
outstretched.
you to.
I already
yeah,
pulled the trigger at the captain, so I'm going to shoot the
you
captain.
did. You're gonna shoot the captain? Please do. A hard success for 12. Nice. Let me see
Ooh,
how many
that's-
hit points he has.
I
Cult
could.
leader.
Is it worth it to push that to extreme in some way?
Extreme does max damage, which you basically
Wait,
have already done.
Yeah. All right.
Because you rolled a 10 on the D10 plus 2.
Narrowly missed death. Hoping to.
So you
kill
shoot
someone?
the captain. The captain is, the dockmaster is only human. So you shoot him for 12, and you hit him center mass. Some blood comes out, kind of reminiscent of how Bobby May had salt water, come out. And he goes down to his knees, but he clutches onto the deck and he stares at you guys angrily.
Might be the temporary insanity, but I like to think that Parker, for a moment there, understands Bobby May because he also enjoys seeing that hit. It's
Yeah.
like,
Vengeance, though.
I hit you and you deserved it.
Yeah. And Hector Acosta does not look great. He's barely clinging on, out of sheer spite, probably. And Teddy, you are unconscious for this round. Irina, you tried to throw, so it's going to be up to
Yeah.
your other peoples. They are a little confused because Teddy's on the ground, Bobby May's on the ground. Irina threw a hippo.
Would I have enough time to shout a coordinating direction?
If you weren't in a bloodlust this round.
Makes sense. Makes absolute sense.
So half of them are going to shoot, because half of them are smart cookies, the other half are just like regular guys who are like, we don't know what's happening here. So, thankfully, your better shooters are the more steely ones in this situation, so they're gonna give it a go. We have 3 hits, and a miss, and there are 4 casters up. We're gonna say 1 goes to each caster. And we'll do it based on my sheet, so... Oh, the Talkmaster doesn't get it. But the other casters will, and they might
Close.
die. So... Whoever gets Brenda's shot is probably definitely dead. I said that, but I could roll really badly. 7. They are still up. Let me subtract that, and then we got the 10 gauge, which they're closer now. They're within 10 yards, so it gets the full... yeah, they're dead. So the really naughty does not have a caster anymore. They are super dead. One of the caster... Oh, he only had that many left. He's dead too. You've got 2 casters left, but I have to do 1 pistol worth of damage, so it might not be around much longer. They don't have the +2 on theirs, so 4. Oh wait, no, they do. So 6. 6, 6, 6, 6, 6. You've got 1 caster who doesn't look great, and the Dockmaster who looks even worse. All the other casters appear to be down for the count. And the person who shot the Dockmaster would be Parker Lee.
Bring it.
Parker, please make me a post-power check.
Worst time to get 90s.
Allah.
Oh.
What
my
the
goodness.
The
God damn.
I've been rolling kind of fire tonight, y'all. So with that crit...
Just tonight?
Wait. If I dip right now, Lindy can't. If I dip right now, Lindy can't kill me.
Oh no.
Nah, that's not how that works. The dice have already been rolled. How much luck do you have, Parker?
I have 9 hit points left.
How much luck do you have?
Oh, luck. I only have 16.
Okay. We're gonna see how much damage this does as your lungs begin to also fill with water. 7. How many hit points did you have?
9.
You are still up. But you
Thank God.
feel the same sensation as Bobby May. You feel just bubbling up water. You're choking it out. You're coughing. It clears the bloodlust. That was going to clear itself anyways, but it really
Does he have
clears
to
that
do the
bloodlust.
con save?
You do need to do me a con check.
Is this to resist the damage, or if I fail, something worse happens?
No, this is to maybe not have it happen on the next round if you don't kill the guy.
Gotcha. Okay. Success?
Not enough of a success.
Damn it.
Basically, it's to cough out all the salt water.
Do I see Bobby May's ghostly hands choking me?
No.
Only I can kill you.
No, only I can kill you.
I can't have you. No one can.
You're still up, but you do not hit an action this round because you are just hands and knees on the floor, effectively
can't-
drowning.
And I can't talk either, which
You can't talk.
I just got a shot left in me. If that doesn't work, then I'm dead.
There is the Dockmaster and one caster remaining. Teddy, you wake up. You've slumped against the side of the boat and slid down. You see Bobby May dead? Unconscious? Hard to say. You don't have time to check on the ground. You see Parker Lee coughing out water with a symbol over his throat and a symbol being held in the Dockmaster's hand, who's also spitting up blood, and he's clutching onto the railing of the other ship. And one
I'm
other
shooting
caster.
that motherfucker.
Go ahead. Please do.
You got the luck?
I am absolutely spending that 15 luck.
I
I
was
am
gonna say, you can push it.
absolutely doing
You're
it.
spending
Nope.
15 luck?
I will
Okay.
spend 15 luck.
Please roll me your damage.
Mm.
1d10 plus 2.
Oh, mother.
Wow.
Teddy,
I think that might just be
I
enough.
might do it, hopefully.
how do you kill the cult leader,
Yes!
Hector Acosta?
Let's say it's a lucky shot, and Teddy shoots him in the hand, and it just kind of ricochets off the bone and shoots him into the eyeball. And with that same bullet.
He's holding onto the railing, so you can hit the railing and it just right.
Oh,
into
yeah,
his side.
absolutely.
Yeah. You're aiming, and as he does, Parker, that symbol disappears from your throat, and you are able to cough to expel the seawater as he is no longer maintaining it. Irina,
Teddy just looks at the other guys like, fucking next.
Gonna fucking next that guy, I guess.
fucking next
try
him.
It.
Yep,
Please work.
he is injured.
Nope.
Nope.
Cannot
okay.
shoot. Nope.
We have combatants. And the other four who were a little confused have had time to figure it out, kind of, by now. And they're just like, I guess we're killing everybody, okay. So we're gonna have
quick
them...
question. Did
Yes.
I get an action that quote-unquote round, or was I busy choking?
You're busy coughing out seawater.
Gotcha, just wanted
you're
to check.
busy anti-drowning.
Yes.
Yeah.
Got 10, though.
no.
Got 10.
Definitely yes. No. Yes, no. Yes. Okay. Brenda also gets a shot because she's that slot on the thing. But I think Gabriel might finish this one off because that's so. 1d10 plus 2. How much damage does he do? That's enough. I believe that's enough. Where's your stats, little culty? Oh, he only had 4 left. And with that, the last caster hits the deck. The people driving these boats think that it's not a good idea to stay around. Because y'all have a bunch more guns than they do now. And they peel off. Not going back towards Ushuaia. They peel off past you guys. And we are out of combat.
Oh.
Parker, you've choked up almost all the seawater at this point. You can finally get lung air in your lungs. But that taste of seawater and a little bit of blood is there.
My throat's probably like raw and like.
Oh, it's not great. Yeah, you're probably going to want to get checked out by a doctor. Just from all that water damage. The boats pull off, leaving you all alone. A couple people shoot after the boats as they're leaving, just because they're caught up in the spirit of things, but it doesn't do it.
I'm gonna scream for the doctor to come on board, because it's like, Doctor, we need help! Bob May's down and Parker's drowning?
Dr. Bronwyn, she's here. She'll come up from below, because we'll station him again. She, doctor's oath, whatnot, mayhaps. And she will make a first aid check. If I can find... There it is, F for first aid. Dang, wrong one. She's never seen a magical instance of drowning on land before. I'm sorry, Bobby May he's dead?
She's definitely not dead. I mean, she's collapsed before. Come on.
She appears to have drowned?
You can, why don't you stick a straw in her lungs? I don't know.
Does it work if she doesn't have a pulse?
No.
I'm gonna check. I'm gonna fucking
Give me a
check
first
that.
aid
Like,
check. Give me a first aid check.
I don't believe
Parker,
her.
the doc
Also-
doesn't have anything she can help you with.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Whoa.
Irina, Bobby May's dead. She's drowned. And there
now I
is
get the fucking 3.
little handprint on either side of her throat. Little, like, indentation, like bruising almost. Of small hands, like child-sized hands.
Goop,
Yeah?
what happened to Bob and May?
I don't know, I'm in Parker's jacket.
Oh, that's good.
Also, hi, it's nice to meet you.
Yeah, I killed a
A little
man.
muffled.
That happens.
She just looks at Bob and May and just looks up and just... Doc's right. I don't feel a pulse. Do we have one of those electric thingies? Gemma,
Indeed.
do you have one of those resuscitators? I don't know. Do they even exist in this time? Is this even time right?
Part of Parker wants to do that like one.
The modern AED was invented in 1978, so it's been out for a while, but it's not super commonplace to have on every single boat and such yet. It's been out for 8 years.
Why don't
And
we
they're,
zap the lightning? We have a lightning gun. That might.
Shoot her with the lightning gun. God. Parker kind of wants to do that like thing where you see in the television shows where you just like smack the heart really hard and start beating again. Don't think it would work though.
Yeah, like we can try. We can always try. Like
You're gonna have blunt force trauma on a corpse.
I mean, there's CPR on people whose heart have stopped. To be fair, like you can
Yeah.
technically save a life. You can try.
You can
You know what?
try.
Yeah, can we? Like,
Yeah.
can we get the seawater out of her lungs and
At
then
least.
attempt to?
With that extreme success, you can get as much of the seawater out of her lungs as you can, but yeah, Irina, deep down, you know that she's not.
Patty's just on the boat, just crying and bleeding.
I'm gonna keep trying off of Blood May with Parker.
Okay, so
I
you
think-
get the lightning gun that's malfunctioning right now. Yes.
I'm not gonna try that.
Oh, okay, good. Because
Could I
just
could I roll
CPR.
a 1d100 and if I get a 1, I can punch her heart and it restarts.
Come on.
you can punch a one and something interesting will happen.
Oh, I don't know if I like that. No, wait, I'm already locked in.
All right. No.
Nope.
Hey, you never know. I didn't
Parker's
expect that
just angry.
Dockmaster to crit you with his spell.
Yeah, leftover grief.
Yeah.
God damn it.
Brain takes what? 5 minutes? 6 minutes? 10? I don't know how long it takes until the brain dies. Bob May should still be alive, right? She's just went down. So
She suffered a lot of physical damage before this. This is just kind
Yeah.
of the pushover. Even if we were to try to resuscitate her, she might not make it. Her physical condition is pretty rough. She's a bit more Irish, sorry, Hannah.
Doc, when you joined our team, did you get like a copy of like our medical stuff or whatever from Wintercroft?
I mean, I know your insurance policies for medical insurance.
Do you have our last wills and testaments?
Not with you? Me?
I don't know what they give you. Okay, I don't know what Bobby May wants done with her body when she passes.
Can send a fact. I don't actually know if she has a last will and testament. She does?
3 minutes. It's
Nice.
fine.
Why don't
3
you type that up
minutes.
for me? Nugget, just send it to me in like Discord.
Yeah.
Thank you.
But
I'm sure Wintercroft has a copy. We can ask them. They didn't send me with it.
Irina, she's gone.
Rain's not dead yet. Right? Keep going. It's fine.
Irina, she's at peace. Let's let her be at peace.
Her neck was strangled. That is not the look of a peaceful woman.
I don't see her sister's ghost floating around anymore.
What?
Yeah, she was haunted by her dead sister.
I think that's enough to like shock me into just sitting down. What?
She's not alive anymore, so I don't have to keep my promises. So, Baba May drowned her
That's
sister
how it
when she was a
works.
kid.
I mean, if you're an eldritch entity, maybe. Promises with the living.
And since she's been haunted by her sister, her drowned sister ever since.
So that's
Her
what
twin
Magnus is
sister.
talking about.
Oh.
Okay.
So when she was drowning from the cultist spell, her sister was very happy. I don't see her around anymore. You guys have gone off together.
Parker's gonna look for like some kind of blanket or sheet to kind of put over the body.
Yeah, there's stuff. There's like tablecloths. That'd be perfect for.
The Bobby May seemed to like she was having a good time with us, Goop.
Oh yeah, she was very excited. I mean, a little worried about some of the concerns, but yeah, she was having a good time with you guys.
That's good to hear.
And then she'd be happy that you're not dead, Parker. She really wanted you to not die. Which I think is as close as Bobby May can ever come to liking somebody.
I think that really does kind of touch Parker. He doesn't like fully understand, but I'm gonna miss you too, Bobby May.
A lot of people are on the deck. The non-combatants haven't come out from below decks yet because they heard a lot of gunfire. But those who have taken some shots, because other people have been shot as well, they're kind of nursing their wounds, and the doctor is going to try some first aid.
I'll try to help as well if that's okay. I have 30.
Sure.
But I'm nothing.
Yeah, I give her an assist. She'll try to first aid, including. I don't think Irina took any hits. Did you?
I
Irina?
did. I'm
You did.
bleeding, man.
Okay.
I'm in pain, but like.
Doctor. 2
Can I
efficient, so it's points of medicine.
I'll try to roll as well.
Yeah, you can roll. Wow, the doctor is too shooketh by everything happening for Teddy and Irina to get medical attention, but she'll try. This will be her blanket roll for the NPCs. No, the doc. I'm sorry, and your character sheet's not happy that you're not here. We'll say Dr. Bronwyn is shooketh, and as
She's been very flapped today.
she's so flapped right now.
Yeah, the unflappable has been flapped.
She's been flapped in the finale.
I felt on mine, but can I try to help other people? At least
Yes,
with-
you can make one first aid check per person.
Okay. Nope. Who's really injured? Because I can push a luck.
Parker and Teddy, I think, are I think Teddy's actually the most injured right now.
Yeah, I think I'll push my luck and make sure
luck.
that a success on Teddy.
Sure. How do you get 1 hit point back?
Cool.
Just in case. And then go and I guess go on the NPC as
Teddy
well.
doesn't even really look at you because Teddy has not killed a person either. He's been involved in some prize fighting and all kinds of shit. He never killed a person.
Oh, yeah! You killed
That's why I rolled that sanity check up there.
Yeah, did you take a d6? Oh, I see it
No,
now.
I didn't.
I'm sorry. I was distracted by all the red first aid checks that the doctor was making. You lose 6 sanity, Teddy. You killed a person. You killed the guy. And that's a
Yeah,
temporary
Teddy.
insanity as well.
Teddy continues to be temporarily insane. And this would explain why Teddy is just sitting there in a fucking stupor right now,
Yeah.
crying.
We'll say you're temporary insanity. Unlike Bobby May, who really enjoyed it, you don't want to do that again. That was... You've seen the light. You've never seen the light fully leave somebody's eyes, even in the ring. And even though that guy was evil, it didn't sit right with you. And you're just kind of in a stupor.
Teddy's too sanity away from hearing you.
Hey, maybe you will make
Nice.
it into the session.
Yeah. Teddy is not going to be helpful with anything at this point right now.
That's fair. Neither's Bobby May. Oh, sorry, Becky.
Oh.
Oh.
Body isn't even cold yet, Linda.
Oh.
Look, I'm waiting for that last will and testament. Oh, I can't believe
I'm
it.
finishing up right now. It's very
No,
short and to the point.
I love it. I'm here for it. I figured I'd give you something to do. But yeah, no, look, it's...
Parker's going to make it a point to go get Bobby May's camera so he can
You can get Bobby May's camera, yeah.
We can develop the film.
Mm-hmm. Camera is undamaged. And you hear, as you kind of go in where your stuff is, you hear the radio crackle. And, that's what C said. The Tallahassee is... I think we have you in our sights. We'll be there in about 15 minutes.
I'll pick up the radio. Tallahassee, that's what C said. We've had some casualties. We were attacked by remnants of the cult. We were able to drive them off, but
Did you get their boat names? I'll report them to the Coast Guards of the area.
I'll list them off.
Sure. Make notes. She'll double check you about the spellings of the names. Because, you know, some of them are funky.
Yeah. Real with 2 E's. Not...
Oh, that's funny. I mean, it's not a funny situation, but that's it. And then she will, alright, we have you in visuals. We'll be there in, if I push it, it'll be 10 minutes. And I will report that to the Coast Guard of both, Argentina and Chile.
Thank you.
Thank
and
you.
Parker will go out and tell and say to everyone, help will be here in 15 minutes.
Oops. 200. Okay. Just, you know, some Coast Guard rolls.
Yeah. We should probably tell the others, right? I think.
Oh, the sub?
Yeah,
That's
no.
it.
Yeah, I have the radio on as well. Just turn to the frequency. We'll open the radio. Hey, sub crew. It's done.
Alright,
We're safe.
we'll come back up.
Yeah.
The sub will surface.
I'll look for a blanket. I know basic first aid, so I'm gonna quickly drape a blanket over Teddy and just almost like soullessly wander off towards
There's a really
where,
nice
below
like
deck.
alpaca, like organic knit loomed blanket that Gemma has laying around
Yeah, I'll drape that over him.
from Peru. It's got little llamas on the border.
And I'll slip like a water flask in his hand while he's crying, and then I'll just wander off, almost like just going through the motions. I think, but like, hey, everyone, you're safe now. 15 minutes. Rescue will be here.
And the Tallahassee pulls up, secures a tow anchor, to the That's What C Said, and the Titan Uranus is out of power by now, so it's a little tow line of the Tallahassee, which is a rather large ship, actually. It's probably... You probably fit a few hundred people on that ship. Probably 200 people? 350? Although it seems to be skeleton crewed at the moment. It will tow... That's what C said, which will then tow the Titan Uranus. So your little tow party. It takes you 6 hours to get back to port. To get back to Ushuaia, where there is no dockmaster. Check you in. Docks are eerily quiet. There are 2 Germans, however, sitting at the end of the docks, watching Das Boot on a television for the umpteenth hundredth time.
The German
I should
spies.
have my last will and testament now.
Thank you. And they stand up in like, you know, with their bushy mustaches and pipes, and they're like looking at this, because it's not every day you see a big boat towing a medium-sized boat towing a submarine back into the harbor. And there are measures. There is a crew of people who board the, that's what C said, from the Tallahassee. One of their doctors is going to try some first aid. That's the general people, and then one for each of you 3. No? Yes. Yes. Irina, you're too busy helping attend people, but Teddy and Parker, you will each get, as they are able to do some a bit more first aid to you guys. And Bobby May is wrapped up, and they actually have a body bag for in case a death at sea happens. They, you know, have it. So they put her up in it. It's got handles, so they can lift her off and carry her and stuff. And they do a quick cleanup of the deck of the That's What C Said, because you don't want the local authorities to look into this and question this too much. There's a lot of blood on the deck. There's some dents. They do some quick cleanup. It's a Wintercroft cleanup crew, you might say. They've got mops, they've got brooms, they tidy stuff up. Not a lot they can do about the dents in the ship and the damaged engine. And they leave it to you 3 to come up with a cover story. In case people in Ushuaia ask questions. And about all these survivors. Because, sure, they can talk about being captured at the bottom of the ocean by weird aliens from a different time and place. But who's going to believe?
Weird island, I guess. Like, we all crashed in the same island in the storm, and we found the people that went missing. It was
Pirates try to keep us for ransoming later. There's enough of us, we decided to try to break out.
We could basically Lord of the Flies this. Come full circle with my references.
I could come full circle with your references. Got a Lord of the Flies this. There was this weird, like, island with the sea cave. Yeah. Sure. So they usher you back to the Villa Brescia, which is your hotel. And it's gonna have a lot more people in it. Due to the fact that you've brought a bunch of people back with you. Now, a decent number of these people are locals. A lot of fishermen. If not here, then on the Chilean side. So they will get quarters elsewhere. But all the foreign people, they will be staying at the Villa Brescia with you guys.
Yeah. Someone can use Bobby May's room.
I'll collect her personal effects. I don't actually know if there's an next of kin for Bobby May listed, so.
Yeah, we should probably find her will.
Fax Wintercroft immediately when we get to the...
Yeah, there's like a pile of like, inquiries.
Please respond.
Please respond.
I will say in Bobby's room, the only thing you find is her suitcase with just has her clothes, because the only other thing she brought with her was the camera bag, which you guys already have.
Any pictures developing in your makeshift dock room?
Oh yeah, that's true. All of our pictures that were developing before we went down.
They'd be developed by now.
Yeah,
They've
they're
been
all in the dark room.
Sitting there a week.
I'll
Week
collect
to
all
the
the
day.
photos together.
There's some weird ones. If you hadn't seen a lot of these in person, you might have to make a sanity check.
Oh yeah, I took lots of pictures of like the folder and like
The fucked up
the
stuff. Yes, you
Shoggoth.
did.
The picture of Parker running away from the Shoggoth is
It's
there
in there.
as well.
Yeah.
I think that
It's
would
a
elicit a
phenomenal
chuckle from
photo.
Parker.
I rolled really high on my photography check, so it's phenomenal. Slightly blurry, but very artistic.
Makes me feel like I'm about to be attacked in the back again.
Yep. Oh, there's
Well-
also the photo of us all, the one we took beforehand of all of us being like, oh, we're gonna take this photos.
Multiple
We can look
copies
up-
of that
look it up
one.
later.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's probably like 5 copies of that one for each of us.
Mm-hmm.
So 6. There would be one for Wintercroft as well. So there'd
Of
be
course.
6 copies of that one.
Mm-hmm. Let's go on the wall. Don't worry.
Mhm.
But yes, message Wintercroft, mission accomplished. Bobby May only casualty. Rescued decent number of captured people, but not everyone. Submarine crew all made it back alive.
Okay. You send off your
What's
facts.
next?
The first fax you get back is almost instantaneous. It is. Thank you for responding. We'll send follow-up. Like, just to be like, acknowledge we received your fax. We're glad you were alive. Like, basically, you assume news is going to be spreading on the other side about
Right.
this information that you've sent. But they sent a confirmation immediately. It's immediate use you can get with a fax. So, like, 5 minutes. You get down there, people from the sub come in, Uriah slips away. Once you get to port. He's
Mr.
not
Russian
at
spy.
the Hotel Villa Brescia. At least not that you can see right now. Heather cries a whole lot. Happy tears with Tanner. And they go off to talk about stuff and
Schrodinger's baby.
and for Tanner to get a nap because they all need some sleep in a decent bed.
I mean, his cocaine crash should be coming in soon.
It
So.
definitely is. And Walt, the producer, he is ecstatic that the submarine is back and he doesn't have to make up some weird insurance loss report for MIT. And he is interrogating Wash, who is probably on an Ambien right now, not gonna lie. So is just super mellow about everything. And Bobby May's last will and testament. Some things are redacted. Come through.
I will say, I have one amendment to it that I'm typing to
Oh.
right now. So
Thank you.
give me just a second.
And it says that it does say that for the arrangements of her body after her death, she wishes to be bested in the same resting place as Gracie May Dean.
I figured that was coming. Saw that one coming.
So we just chuck her in the ocean, right?
No, I think she got buried properly.
She did. In South Carolina.
We're gonna have to pay a visit to South Carolina.
No
Mhm.
next of kin?
I believe a Henrietta Dean is the next of kin.
there actually is a different next of kin
Oh,
that I just messaged you.
Thank you.
You're very welcome.
That would be the name. That
Yes,
I asked
that's-
about?
That's the name, but for the purposes, he's not listed.
As next of kin.
Right. He's just
Mhm.
listed on for the camera.
I see. Wonderful.
Yeah, that's enough that I can say.
All right. It says to Wintercroft Investigations, I leave my camera collection, with the exception of my prized camera, to be used distributed as they see fit. And to Dawn Loretti, I leave the folders labeled Family and my prized camera, the contents of which are to not be opened by anyone other than Arlen Loretti. So it seems that Arlen Loretti is to get her prized camera and a folder labeled Family. And it says, finally, to Henrietta Deem, I leave my final fuck you. I did it.
That's actually printed on the fax.
Time up.
Yes.
Laugh.
It is included in the will.
Parker will laugh, shake his head.
You all are given coffee and tea as soon as you enter the hotel, food and drinks, which it's not snail. Everyone is so happy that it's not snail
I've been
that is
eating
down here. Mm-hmm.
It's not snail.
It's not snail. There's like
Teddy
some happy
doesn't
tears from
eat.
people.
Teddy just
Teddy-
drinks coffee. That's all
It's
he does is drink
warm
coffee.
and comforting. Warm and comforting.
Yeah, I think Irina probably just gives him like a long look. It's like, could you try one bite?
Teddy's got the most sanity left of all of you.
Yeah.
And he's still coming to terms with all of this shit that y'all have accepted. Y'all are talking to the oil slick in a bottle still.
Mm-hmm.
But he saw Bobby May
Drown.
die before passing out with some sort of magic symbol on her throat.
And Parker was also
And then
spewing it,
Parker
yeah.
had the same thing happen to him. And Teddy's just not completely come to terms with all of this shit. Like,
Your shirt's perfect for this, just saying.
right? I planned this one. And so he's struggling. And the one thing he says to you, Irina, is he goes, every time I close my eyes, I see that Hector with his head busted open from my bullet head.
Ah. I guess we keep our eyes open and we eat. There's always time to grieve after. But we must eat.
And he just nods, jittering hand on a cup of coffee.
Mm-hmm. Back to one of our earlier sessions. I think she'll like cut a couple of pieces, just hold it out. Here.
And he's finally convinced to take a bite. And he just goes, I couldn't save her. After all of that, I couldn't save her.
No.
Fucking magic. Magic?
Magic.
Magic. Can't punch magic.
Technically, you can punch with a stick. That deals magic damage. Shrugs. But yeah, couldn't save her. Magic. All the things I thought was fake.
What's even real anymore? What does real even mean anymore?
We're real. Food here is real. You can start with that. There's breath in your lungs.
Too soon. But I mean, like, what else do we do with ourselves after we get out of here?
I mean, I don't know about you, but I'm collabing with Gemma and traveling the world again. Didn't you say you want to travel? First, we're going to South Carolina. I don't care.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I
So
have to
wait.
bribe your hookup buddy with some good vodka, I think, to leave you alone.
You can hear Goop now.
Yeah, I mean, I never killed a man before either. Just like stares off in the distance for a moment, comes back.
Yeah, you stare off, remembering how still your hands.
Yeah, she's like, that wasn't bad actually. Wait, what? Yeah, comes back. Yeah, I can hear him now. I mean, he's got eyes. Like they said. I think I need therapy. Would you be down to try it as well. I think all of us might want to do. I know
Yes.
it's. I know
Wintercroft
it's
does
a new,
have a therapist, an in-house therapist for anyone
Yeah.
to consult for free.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
know it's like a new medicine still, and I know a lot of people
It's
don't believe
still
it.
pretty
It
taboo.
really helped me with my divorce and loss of my career, and I think they'll help with this. Losing people, killing people, seeing things. Yeah, that.
Yeah, we'll do it. Yeah, we should do that.
Mm-hmm. And where is Parker? How are you doing? Is he finally sitting here? I'm assuming like we probably started eating first, and Parker finally came back after doing all the work.
Yeah. Bobby May had her affairs in order. I cleared out her room so someone else could use it. This is kind of just set up sort of stuff in my room for the time being.
Yeah.
Also, took a look at her dark room. Man, she took a lot of pictures. Speaking of which, and he'll produce the pictures that were the four of us before we kind of
The family photo.
the family photos.
Yeah. Oh.
I have my copy if you want to rip it up because you don't remember this or whatever you want to do with it.
Eddie just starts crying again.
Yeah, Irina just doesn't cry, but she just like bites down in her mouth, just drinks her coffee.
Puts down the cup of coffee so his hands stop shaking and just.
Parker has his copy folded up inside his wallet.
Oh. Like I just continue to stare at it, just like.
We're all so happy and carefree then. So unknowing of things in the world.
Literally like 3 days ago. More like 5.
Over a week?
Yeah, about a week.
Y'all were
yeah.
underwater
Yeah,
for
being
a week.
underground is
That's
throws a loop in
fair.
the tracking.
That's fair.
This is what happens when you don't have proper sunlight cycles.
Uh-huh.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
You know, I was honestly kind of 50-50 on whether I was going to take that Yes Guys deal. I mean, it was scary. We almost didn't make it. And when we thought we made it, we still almost didn't make it.
We didn't.
And,
There's less we now.
right. And now that's like just a stone sitting in the core of my being, right? But we're alive. The three of us, we made it. We can remember. We can live, I guess. Remembering what happened. The good parts, the fun parts, the meals we shared, the conversations we had. But we shouldn't forget about the painful parts either, I don't think. It's really what makes us human in the end. Not that pain makes us, but it reminds us to appreciate the good parts of life. Even when they're gone. And he'll kind of look to the empty fourth seat in this table.
As
What
you
can
look
we
at that
do to-
empty fourth seat,
Yeah.
Bobby May,
Yes.
you're dead.
I'm very dead.
You're very dead.
Yeah.
It's very dark. But you see 2 orbs.
Familiar ones.
2 familiar eyes
Mm-hmm.
in the darkness.
I made a deal with the Doris.
You did make a deal with the Doris. But you're unable to hold up your end of the deal because you're dead.
I'm dead. Yeah.
You feel disappointment emanate from those eyes.
Mm-hmm.
What's your response?
I mean, if I could change what happened, I would. I very much so would like to hold up my end of the bargain. I did quite enjoy shooting that dude between the eyes, so. t- I'm sorry.
And you sense vibes of, it's all right.
Mm-hmm.
You can still pay off your debt.
All right. How? Considering I do not have a corporeal form anymore.
Your essence.
My S. What does that mean?
Essence. Consume.
Do you want to eat me?
Debt repaid.
Fucking hell. What does that entail? Am I gonna feel it? Just
Not
a big
painful.
Not painful. Okay. Hmm. What does Bobby May do here?
And you
Okay,
see
I'm gonna.
on the other side of
Yeah.
this darkness, your sister, in far distance, her hand reaching out for you to join her. You can move on with your dead ghost sister. Go have some peace, or you could join Doris.
Or I could join Doris.
Become, consume.
Become, consume.
Strengthen.
Okay.
Exist.
These are all things that I lack. Would more of the how do I phrase this? Do I get to do more of what I did right before I died? Like the shooting shit and killing people? Like I said, okay.
Witness.
That's disappointing. Witness. I do like witnessing. I'm gonna roll.
Become.
Okay, I rolled low. Yeah, I've got a debt to repay, and well, I mean, you've been in my mind. I do quite enjoy witnessing, so sure, deal's a deal.
And you feel your soul, your life essence, your spark get pulled in closer and closer to those eyes. And much like a portal, you enter in through one of them, and it is a swirl of colors. You're not alone here. There are
Okay.
many others who have made the same decision as you. And as you... Well, you're not you anymore. You're part of Doris. Her strength increases, becomes slightly more powerful. And while you might not have a sense of identity or self anymore, what little is left of your soul after the power and strength from your essence is consumed, able to witness, be aware of everywhere Doris goes. You just won't be able to do anything about it.
Cool. Bobby's okay with this.
And as everyone else is sitting at the table, you'll get a little cold chill looking at the empty seat that Irina pointed out. Resume your conversation.
I will say, it's one thing to be described as two black orbs in the oblivion, and enough to see, like, just Doris's face super close to the camera. Because, like, it really does put it into perspective.
Yeah.
What does it put in perspective?
It helps me imagine what that would look like if I was dead and
Like
Doris
you're
was,
tiny and like there's
was
those
offering me
giant.
eternity. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I hope y'all know that Teddy wants to set Doris on fire. And that was before any of that knowledge.
Yes.
Teddy was
Yeah.
right all along. Destroy all birds.
Yes, in this little lobby, in the background, there is Jack Grimm having dinner. It's dinner time this time with Doris and Bob. And as you guys get that cold chill, Bob, like, aggressively flips down his newspaper, stares at Doris, squints his eyes, flips it back up. And I gotta update Doris' sheet. Carry on your conversation, you three.
Yeah. I
Sorry
think
to
I really
interrupt. I just
thinking
thought
about
it.
just like, how could we possibly, do something, for her, like.
Mhm.
Well, we can't publish the story. Her pictures won't be able to be shown to the public at all.
I think we
That's
just
on our
make sure,
sister's grave.
yeah, make sure her affairs get settled as she wanted.
Yeah,
Did
who
either
is
of you
her
know
executor?
these names, by the way?
Hmm?
And like, there's like next of kin, but there's like different people involved here. I don't quite remember the names myself, out of character.
We only met each other in Peru.
Y'all could give me a history check if you want to know about any of these names. Perhaps you might have to read something in the newspaper or news
Oh,
report.
maybe.
Sure.
We'll see for history, you say.
Hard success.
Parker.
No.
You know the name Don Loretti.
Wait, that sounds very mafia-ish.
It's sort of the mob.
Does.
I just
Oh,
realized.
family.
Bobby May, why don't you tell Parker a news story he once read about Don Loretti?
Yeah. So a couple years ago, a story came out about Don Loretti and his charity work, the charity work that he had been doing for some of the underprivileged youths in like the area. What wasn't said in the article but heavily implied was the area he controlled and like or had recently gained control because he's an Italian mafia boss. He'd recently gained control of, this area of this city and was doing a bunch of work to reinstate social services. There's like there was a bunch of people who worked at an orphanage that went missing or quit and disappeared and were replaced by some upstanding citizens and yada yada yada. And there was a lot of speculation about the article. May's name wasn't attached to it, but it was a pen name, so it could have been her. You never know. But it was a little bit of a puff piece and an unsaid underline of, hey, the mafia owns this orphanage now. Don't fuck with it, kind of thing.
Ah. All right then. Bobby May Armbreaker Dean. Even in death.
What do you mean, Armbreaker Dean?
Sorry. Ah, God. Still kind of coming to terms with anyway, yeah, this Don guy.
Oh, I thought you mean Donna's DAW and
No, Don as in like mafia, that kind of gangster.
Oh, Bobby.
I thought Don was just his first name. Yeah.
Okay, yeah. Okay, that makes a lot of sense. Wait, she left the mafia man in her will?
Apparently, and I double checked. What did she leave them?
You would know, Parker,
Family
with
pictures.
your history check, is the Don's name is not Arlen.
The Don.
Arlen Loretti is different from Don Loretti.
Okay. I don't know who Arlen is.
Mm-mm.
But what did Bobby May leave Don?
The folders labeled family, the contents of which are not to be opened by anyone other than Arlen Loretti, and the camera also goes to Arlen Loretti.
Her prize camera, which is the
Right.
camera that
Yes,
you
the
guys
prize
have.
camera. Yeah.
So, same last names. I'm assuming relation to the Don, but Don and Arlen aren't the same people. I mean, it's her camera, so I guess it's someone she cares about. I don't know.
Close enough. Who is her executor, anyways?
Wintercroft probably has that answer.
Yeah,
I just got the main
Worst
details.
case scenario, we can handle it. I mean, it's something to do. Well,
if the mafia's involved, that might be a little trickier then. I feel like spiritually I'm in the same place when I got hit by that truck down the tunnels, so I'm gonna need a long vacation. I think I'm just gonna go home and lie down on the couch for 5 weeks. You too? You guys sticking together?
I mean, she looks at, like, Teddy. I mean, I think we probably need a lot of rest before we have the conversation, but shrugs. I'd like to. But you and we all need to probably take a... Things happened.
Yeah, no. I could use a bit of normalcy. I could use a bit of day-to-day with all this wild craziness going about.
Yeah, I was thinking we could all, the two of you are more New York based, or where?
LA.
I'm in New York.
I travel between San Francisco and New York, so it's...
Yeah, no. If either of you are in the area, feel free to hit me up. But we should definitely plan to, after some rest. I heard what you said about this therapy, counseling stuff.
Yeah, I think we all might need it.
Yeah, fuck. If Wintercroft pays, I'll...
Yeah, I know it sounds bad, but I think we need it.
Hey, if global warming's a thing, why not counseling? and
Global
mental health?
warming, come on.
Yeah.
We've seen a lot of outrageous things, but let's not go that far.
Is the doc just locked in her room?
I
Is she
think
still processing?
I think she got flapped.
Yeah, poor doc.
We froze a volcano.
Yeah, how is the other doctor?
She's
Have we
getting
seen
medical attention at the hospital right now.
Okay, good.
I'm going to...
Her wounds are
Bye.
very visible.
I'm going to buy her some flowers on Wintercroft's time. She deserves a lot.
That is not a
for the
problem.
help- for the
Yeah,
help
we
she
did
gave
drag
us.
her into this, so...
And you do get a fax disclosing your hazard pay after your full report, which I'm sure you guys write up everything to Wintercroft. Each of you gets hazard pay and completion of job pay of $80,000, which in 1986 is the modern
Is-
equivalent of $224,000.
Yeah.
Oh,
Basically a quarter mil.
that's a lot.
Mhm.
This
That's
is bigger
almost-
than the payouts that Teddy has had for most of his fights.
Yes.
Yeah.
But you all took out the device.
More money than
Um,
Parker's seen in his life.
Yep.
Now Teddy's seen more money, but this is a pretty good chunk of change.
Oh, for sure.
hmm
Irina's just like, I think I'm gonna
And
go
there's also an invite an open invite for any of you all who want to join Cabal Wednesdays, which is hosted by Ash Lexington. If you want to learn more about magic,
Is this a book club?
I might
It's-
take him up
it's a
on
magic
it, 'cause
club.
I actually have
It's
a
the-
cult.
it's a magic arts and crafts club that Wintercroft has. That's very small. It is run by like an 80-year-old guy.
Can I telecommute or?
Yeah, if you any Cabal Wednesday you want to show up at, you're welcome to.
I think Teddy will just say to Irina and Parker, I'm gonna take a 1-month vacation.
Mhm.
I'm gonna go back to Wintercroft. I'm going to tell them to fuck you. And then find me another job.
You're done?
No. I mean, find me another job for Wintercroft. I can't go back to normal shit anymore.
Uh-huh.
How could you escort new kids on the block around after the shit we've seen?
I guess it's
Hmm.
what you prioritize in the end. Now that you know, you can't unknow.
I'm gonna find a way to fight back against the magic that tried to kill you, Parker.
Yeah, no, that was freaky. Just seawater everywhere. Throat's still a little scratched up, even after
Still a
Have to
weird
package
saltwatery
it.
taste in your mouth sometimes.
lozenges. Blech.
I think I'd like to go traveling around again and learn the stuff I dismissed. But to do that, I'll probably get back into music properly. Now,
I'll buy you a Steinway.
I
thanks.
haven't made up my mind yet.
You can help me find a Steinway.
There is one particular model that I've been looking for, but no one's been able to find it. She just like actually pulls out all the information from her backpack. I might have been obsessing over this one for all of my career. It's one of those really, really old ones by one of my favorite piano makers. But it's hard to find. The collectors lost it.
Well, if anyone has the resources to find it, Wintercroft could probably give you a hand.
I mean, there's also a certain pawn shop owner that might, deal in antiques. That might trouble.
Yeah. Gosh, back to the old day-to-day. I mean, Bobby May told me flat out I wasn't allowed to die, and with the way things shook out, I don't know. Maybe I am ready to just close this chapter.
Get it?
Yeah,
I haven't made up my mind yet.
I mean, it just happened. We should probably finish our meals, which are getting cold. These are some amazing empanadas I have not tasted a single bite of while eating half of it.
Everything's just salty right now. I don't know when the spell will fully fade, but everything just tastes too salty.
Some good tea. Some good bitter tea for you. I'll fix you.
Thanks. I appreciate it.
And Bobby May's body is taken back to South Carolina for funeral, which you are all welcome to. Be held in 10 days' time on Saturday, May 4th, 1986. How long do y'all stay in Ushuaia before heading back to the States?
We're leaving as soon as fucking possible. Are you kidding me?
Outta here.
So you're leaving tomorrow.
Fuck this place.
That's
Real
funny.
quick,
Why are we-
should we tell Bob that the great old ones don't want him around here? Or the Yith, at least?
I mean,
Chris?
up to you. You let Bob know if you want. But
I didn't
I'm
take
quite-
his deal. So he's probably gone back home by now. It's probably okay.
You figure that's what you guys... Oh, yes.
Yeah, he definitely went back.
The tower
There was a little beam.
activated and when as everything was going to chaos and y'all were leaving the dome. So yes, you assume he's transferred.
Relatively safe.
I'll go sit down with Bob real quick. Hi, you're Bob, right?
Yes.
You're part of the Time
Parker.
Police?
I'm sorry, what? Ooh.
Listen, the Great Yith don't want you around, and they're
Great
trying to use
race of
door.
youth.
Yeah,
That
whatever.
does not surprise me.
They're not around. I don't need to go by protocol. They wanted to use the penguin over there as a distraction.
Doris.
Yes, or for me to kill you.
Doris.
Which I'm not sure. Is that hard to do? Are you just like a normal person? Do you got like cool time powers?
I
Okay,
appreciate
anyway.
your concern.
Right. Anyway, so yeah, just heads up, we're leaving. The guy I was talking to is gone, so I don't think I have to worry about that. If I do, well, oopsie whoopsie, I made a fucky wucky. So. All right, I'm going home.
Slag the... pulls back up his newspaper and stares at Doris menacingly from above it. And y'all get a good night's sleep with no nightmares.
Are you sure we don't have nightmares?
Well, no
We all
magically...
murdered a hoe.
No, not magically
natural
induced nightmares. Natural, normal nightmares.
Free-range, cage-free nightmares.
Cage-free nightmares. Pasture-raised.
I'm gonna cry myself to sleep now that no one
Organic.
can see me.
Easily done. You may most certainly cry yourself to sleep.
Thank you.
The next morning at the airport, 25th, Ushuaia Airport, actually, y'all are kind of all wounded. You might want to leave the day after, just to get
Yeah.
a little bit of more medical attention.
Where's that
before you go.
Oxycontin doctor?
Yeah, you guys can get your bullet wounds all mended up and stuff. And you will leave on Saturday, April 26th, which, after you
Isn't that
land...
Chernobyl
It
Day.
is. It is. So you fly, you're blissfully unaware in an airplane, you make touchdown back in New York City, and all over the news, every television screen is about Chernobyl. About how big old nuclear reactor explosion, and it just, weirdly enough, feels a little reminiscent to something you guys just recently went.
Doesn't hit the same. Patty
Doesn't
just
hit
puts
quite
his
the same.
headphones on,
I'm
has his
gonna s-
Walkman on, and just walks to the airport like, nope.
I'm gonna send a fax first thing to my brother to check on
That's
my
fair.
mom.
Yes.
How is she? How is my family on that side?
Emotionally not ideal. But they're doing okay.
Teddy did not consider that.
I'm
As
saying.
he's sounding out on this, did not consider it at all.
All I'm saying is those eggs and that great elder thing had to go somewhere.
Maybe they exploded onto Chernobyl.
They went to Chernobyl. Days later, coincidence? I think not.
That's a cool start
That's
to a
some
campaign.
good conspiracy shit right there. I
Yeah.
love it.
Next campaign, wade into the radioactive wastelands of Chernobyl.
Yeah. So it's like on with the thoughts of Chernobyl. I think Irina just comes looking very grim. Like,
Yeah.
I need to go change of plans. I need to go back to San Francisco immediately after this. Just to see my mom.
Everything okay?
I mean, she's fine. My relatives might not be.
Ugh.
Do you want me to come with?
I mean, she considers like she's in her 30s, right?
Meeting
but then
the
she's
parents
considering
so
her
quickly.
Yeah, she's like, do I introduce an SO this quickly?
Bringing a boy home
Yeah, she's like,
It's been a while
considering
since you've
it.
done that.
on the eve of
Yeah.
a tragedy.
Yeah, she's just like, okay, Teddy, I know you got shot. How's your stomach?
I don't understand the question.
It's very important. I'm more than happy to bring you over, but if
cooking.
you're wounded, you might not want to go for the sake of your own stomach and your pain.
My stomach should be fine. I've eaten some shit along the road to becoming
Snails.
a boxer. And yeah, there's also molten snails.
Both my parents are passionate cooks. My mother is Russian, my father is Chinese.
That sounds like a cultural delight.
She just like looks at him and gives like Parker the look of he's so fucked.
Oh no, Teddy realizes like this is not going over his head.
Eat.
This is a situation where he's like, I have to show bravery here, and this might be the bravest thing I've ever done.
Make sure you say you're full when you're like half full, because we'll just keep putting food on your plate.
Thank you for the advice.
Yeah, you guys, I can take care of this other stuff. I'll send you updates.
Take care of Chernobyl.
Bobby May stuff, I'm assuming.
Bobby May stuff.
Yeah.
Oh, we gotta
coordinating with Wintercroft.
fuck.
Our funeral is in
Well,
8 days.
We
You would
gotta
have
make sure
time
we're
to come
back for the funeral. Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I'll
Back
see you
to
at the
Fusky
funeral.
Island.
We can do that. We'll just travel a lot. It's fine. My parents are used to me disappearing all the time.
I don't have anybody who's looking for me. As long as I call my brother and let him know we're good, and then
Honest.
tell him why, some excuse for why I just came up with $80,000 that I'm about to deposit in my account. My brother's my financial
Right,
advisor.
yes. We do work for Wintercroft. That money does come directly from Wintercroft.
Yeah, but he's gonna be like, why the fuck did Wintercroft pay you $80,000?
Just say you sign an NDA.
We found a buried treasure.
It was a high risk mission.
My brother's a
okay.
great liar, which means that he sees through lies too. So I'm gonna have to.
Hey,
Come up with
just
something
tell him you
good.
earned it. You
Yeah.
earned it. Leave it at that.
Yeah, that. Yeah, he'll probably get that one.
Do you want to see him before or after the funeral? We could probably make a round trip, kind of.
I'm not going to Indiana anytime soon.
All right. Let's get on board. Let's hope the pilot's not drunk today.
Oh yeah! Make my drunk pilot rolls.
Fuck off.
He rolled a 100.
You
We all
can
just
skip
crash
this.
and die.
He's fine.
What a way the campaign would end, though.
Parker Lee, only survivor, as the plane
Uh.
crashed to California. My goodness. So we're gonna do a little montage of scenes here. We'll start with Parker, going into Wintercroft to deal with paperwork and stuff. You go in and Carol's there. She's the receptionist as always. She's like, "Oh, Mr. Lee, we've been expecting yous. We've got your
Hey.
clock downstairs still. It's ticking backwards. Is it supposed to do that?"
Maybe. Who can say these days?
Right. I'm afraid there's a bunch of paperwork that's gonna have to be filled out. We've got refreshments in the office if you'd like some. Feel free. We've got fresh donuts and bagels, and all sorts of cream cheeses and coffee and tea.
Has that saltwater taste finally
It
dissipated
has.
yet?
It dissipated
Okay.
after the end of that first day. Yeah.
All right. Oh, do I still have Goop with me?
Hi.
I was like, Goop, what's the call with you?
What,
Do you-
what do you mean? I don't
do you
have
go
a.
back
I
to-
don't.
Do you go back to Wintercroft? Do you just hang out with me forever? What's going on?
I'll probably hang out with Wintercroft some. But I would like to hang out with you for a while. I want to go to Bobby May's funeral.
All right. We'll ask Wintercroft what's happening at the funeral then. But yeah, you can hang out with me.
I've never
Yeah,
been
yeah,
to a
I'll,
funeral. Well, not like a formal official one, really. Because when everyone died in Antarctica, it was kind of just like, well, there wasn't a lot we could do.
Yeah, it's nice to have time to.
A lot of the bodies
Properly
couldn't be
mourn.
recovered. They got added to the wall.
Jeez. You sound like you got some stories, and now they can hear you. Maybe after this paperwork, we could sit down at a coffee shop. You can tell me what's going on.
Okay, you might not want to do it at a coffee shop, though, because if you talk back, people will think you're crazy.
It's where are we? New York, L.A. What?
New York. Yeah.
New York. It's New York. No one gives a shit.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll grab a lot of food
Oh.
that's not great for me from the cart
Yep.
and pick up the paperwork and just start going through it.
It's a lot of fill out the reports of what exactly happened in detail while you were down there. A lot of paperwork, the expense report. There is, accepting your bonus of $80,000.
Yes,
Along with an
yes.
NDA to not talk about this amongst non-Wintercroft people because their sanity probably won't be able to handle it.
Am I filling out the report for everyone or just myself?
Just yourself. You can fill out the general, you can fill out your expense report for everybody, but everyone else will have to do their paperwork. However, they are granted a grace period because Chernobyl, and they know Irina's background. And if Teddy's gonna
Right.
accompany Irina, that's fine. Y'all did a big thing. Y'all have some leeway. You are not expected to do any work for at least a month. You
But-
have indefinite leave for the next year.
Can I write a missive to Wintercroft, just like a request?
Yeah, of course.
In the events of such tragedy, for there to be any emotional fruit to be born of a kinship between two investigators, perhaps it is in Wintercroft's best interest to make such a relationship flourish, so that hope may survive in these times, which grow exceedingly bleak. And I'm just trying to guilt them into paying for the if these two get hitched.
If they
just
get hitched, pay for the wedding.
Pay for the wedding, pay for the honeymoon.
Have them be on the same missions together to do things. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Sure. That missive will be taken into consideration. And we're speaking of taking into consideration, we are going to go to Teddy and Irina. You land in San Francisco. It's probably the next day. You probably had to. You're on one coast and you got there late. Probably had to take the red eye. So it's the 27th. Your mother will have had time to call a bunch of people and, get a lot of it out by then to be somewhat presentable for company. She is a very stern woman, after all. Gosh, I did not prepare music for this one. We'll just use this one. Does that sound good? Sure, why not? It's pretty 80s. You get to the front door and your brother's there. He answers. Irina, and did you tell them that Teddy was coming?
No,
Okay.
because I have the habit of just
You do.
not.
I thought you. I didn't
Yeah.
think you would, but he's just like, Irina, so glad you're. And then he looks up.
Hey, Misha.
Hi. Hi. Who? May I ask? Hi, I'm Irina's brother.
Teddy, Misha, Teddy. His real name's Mikhail.
And he gives you a look,
This is my
Irina, that
brother.
says, "Why haven't I heard about this person before, and are you serious?" But in sibling speak, sibling.
Yeah,
love.
she gives him like the "I'm too fucking tired to explain" look, which is very normal for her.
And he'll be like, "I can't help explain to parents then," just kind of that look. But come on in.
How's Hannah doing? Did she get my little alpaca stuff? And the others?
Yes, they loved it.
Cool. And did my sister-in-law pop the new one out yet? Or are we still good?
She is currently on bed rest. Any day now.
Right. More nibblings.
Congratulations.
Thank you. I'm number 3. But come in. Dinner is just about ready, or it'd probably be lunch. Lunch is about ready.
Yeah.
Dad's cooking. Mom is.
Yeah. I'll go say hi and see her. And here, I probably picked up some souvenirs before we left our little like foils, like land below the fire stuff.
The land of fire, or at the end of the world. There's a lot of at the end of the world things, which hits a little different after what you guys went through.
Yeah, and
slogan.
also Chernobyl stuff. So she's like, I'm not gonna give Mom her souvenirs just yet, but here you go.
Yeah. There's like little tchotchkes, little keychains. There's like the little lighthouse that's at Ushuaia.
A little snow globe with Ushuaia.
There is little penguins, because there's lots of penguins around the coast.
Yeah. I
little
probably
penguin
bought
stuffed
a
animals. Yeah.
I probably bought a mini like penguin. This is for Hannah.
Right.
And I got the snow globe as well for my nephew.
Right. Well, you can give those to them. I'll let Mom know you're here. She's having a cigarette right now.
Oh, that bad, huh?
She should be better after the cigarette.
Teddy brought flowers for your mom.
Yeah. Oh, that's so nice.
Doesn't know what else to do. It's just like, I guess this will do it.
Yeah,
I
just
don't really
hold on to
hate
those
it
for a minute.
in
Yep.
a while.
And he'll usher you two in and like leave you in the living room where your two little ones are waiting gifts, and they're like, Irina!
Don't touch me. I'm not ready to be touched right now.
Okay.
Sorry, I got hurt on the job.
Oh, you were okay?
Yeah, I'm fine. Here, have a penguin.
Anna's gonna look. Okay. Sus about you being okay. And take a penguin. I love them! What's their name? I'm gonna name you,
Her name's Doris, I fucking swear.
Doreen.
Uncanny, but okay.
Why is it uncanny?
It's nothing. I met a penguin named Doris down south.
You met a penguin. Maybe I should name you Doris instead.
No, you shouldn't copy
Oh.
other people's names, sweetie.
Okay. Doreen. The penguin.
Question, just randomly here. How tall is your family? Like, am I just like standing in this bitch like the Hulk? Because Teddy's
Yeah.
like
Yes, you are.
6'3", 200 plus, like 260-ish pounds. Like he was a heavyweight boxer, so
Irina's a small.
not a like little dude.
Her family is also a small.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I figured.
For context here, my heritage is Chinese, specifically Southern Chinese. I'm 5'4" and taller than my father.
Got it. Understood.
Uh-huh.
Your father is busy in the kitchen. You hear, it sounds like stir fry.
Okay. I'll
Going
leave him
right
to
now.
it.
Mm-hmm.
I'll be like, I'll go say hi to my mom. Hey, you two. Meet Teddy the Terror. I think one of you guys watches like fights, right?
Mm-hmm. Oh, the one holding the snow globe.
Yeah.
Just nodding, looking up at Teddy, like, whoa.
Can you entertain them for a bit while I go say hi to Mom?
You punch people?
Yeah, I got paid for it for a long time. But I also got paid for them to punch me a lot, and that wasn't as good.
You teach me how to punch people?
Yes,
Awesome.
everybody should know how to throw a punch. Teddy starts going through the motions.
Put the flowers down on the side for a moment. And Hannah's got the penguin. It's like doing like the penguin through the punches. And Irina, you go see your mother.
Mm-hmm.
She is in her office.
Yeah,
Her
I
room area.
self-consciously like dust myself off, like
Mhm.
square my shoulders.
You hear the television on with the news playing. It's still all about Chernobyl because it's just the day after.
Yeah. Mom?
Irina, come in. You're home.
Yeah. Hi. She just creaks the door. Again. How are you?
How do you think?
Are our family on that side alive? Who died?
Still waiting to hear back from a couple of your uncles.
Alright.
No confirmed deaths yet.
That's good.
Duh. Where have you been? You look
Working.
haggard.
Yeah. I was working, Mom.
You doing the instrument repair still?
Yeah,
Can't
no,
imagine
this
that would be
was-
too haggard.
This was the other job.
Oh, the investigation thing.
Yeah, the thing that Isaac introduced me to.
Mm. What did you
Yeah.
investigate to have you so thin, so pale? You
Um,
look very pale.
Thanks. It's nothing big. I went down south.
Where, Florida? You have to fight a gator?
No, we went to Tierra del Fuego.
Oh, South
You're Antarctica.
America. Mm,
Yeah, very south.
very south.
Mm-hmm. I actually worked with the group this time. That was pretty cool.
Hmm.
I'm going.
I hear a man's voice in the living room. Did you bring this man over?
Yes.
Who is he?
His name is Theodore Gilbert.
Mm.
People
What does
call
he
him
do?
Teddy. Does security.
Why is the name Theodore Gilbert? Wait. Is it that boxer?
Yeah.
Hmm.
Look, you didn't approve of Isaac,
No.
and you're not going to be happy with whoever I choose. So, can you
Yep.
at least meet him?
Duh. You need to get me a glass of vodka.
I bought a couple of bottles, actually. I bought
Then
some.
open one. And she
Yeah.
stands up.
Yes, here. Mom, here.
And she like gestures to like the bar set that is sitting on like the side.
Yeah, I do the little
Mhm.
pop thing because
Mhm.
and I'll pour some for her. Just like,
Duh. Alright, introduce me to your what? Boyfriend? You better not be married without telling me.
I mean, we haven't confirmed anything. Well, we should talk about it sometime.
You don't even
Look, he
He's
offered
here?
to come back because I talked about how I was the
see one
Chernobyl
of
thing.
these investigators too now. He's not been boxing in a while. Is this the
Yes.
security? Is he security with the investigator?
Yes, I met him at work.
Fine. He puts out the cigarette. Introduce me. And she takes the vodka. Big swig.
My mom just walks around the bottle. Yep. And yeah, we'll come down. Jenny's probably teaching
How to throw a punch. Yep.
and she's just like, Mom,
1, 2, 1,
Teddy.
2, 1, 2.
Ah. Teaching my grandchildren how to fight.
Everyone should know how to fight. Grabs
This
the
is-
flowers. These are for you.
And she looks at you with a, your last one didn't bring me flowers, and takes them and says, Irina, why don't you put these in some water?
Okay, Mom. Take some and we'll go.
Teddy looks nervous now.
Oh. Ah.
And so Irina goes into the kitchen where your dad is he's got the walk going, and he just nods, like a good to see you kind of nod.
Yeah, she give them like a nod, like so thankful they're not talking.
Mm-hmm.
Companionable silence.
Mm-hmm.
And he's just doing
Father's very
the
good at
walk
that.
flip.
Yep. And Irina's mother, she looks at you and she takes the flower. She's got her vodka and she goes, "So did you meet my daughter?"
Investigating?
You see, it's in the Argentina or earlier. When did you meet my daughter?
We were going to what? Peru?
Alright. What are your intentions with my daughter?
To be nice to her?
Alright. That is not bad. What is your opinion of my daughter?
Oh, she's one of the smartest people I've ever met. Like, legit. I'm constantly impressed by her inventiveness, her genius, and her ability to like stay cool under pressure.
Her mother is very hard to read, but she nods. I'm going to see what is taking Irina so long with those flowers. She goes into the kitchen. Leaves after that question. And she comes in, and you're probably just finishing up with the vase, and she goes, "He can stay for dinner."
That's good. I'm glad he didn't do that with the first one. That's great.
And she just
She's
nods.
just a little cheer inside while she's like, cutting flowers, putting the vase.
And we'll cut away from that nice little scene where Teddy is probably sweating way too much. You probably stay there for a few days.
That's
And
round
you
one,
find out
guys.
round one. Ding! Teddy's in the lead. And we're gonna cut to 8 days later, May 4th, in Defusky Island, South Carolina. Bobby May's funeral. It's very small. Bobby May didn't have a lot of friends. You are burying Bobby May in May. You see there are it looks like a few people maybe she may have known growing up. They look to be locals. They sound like they're locals. There's you three. And you see two people in very nice suits. Very nice pinstripe suits. One is a guy with a hat and a cigar. And of course it's lightly drizzling because you gotta have it that way. It's a funeral. A closed casket because Bobby May was not in great shape, let's say. And the other one's about a 13-year-old kid maybe? In a suit, standing next to the guy. You're all holding your umbrellas. Bobby May is lowered next to Gracie May. Probably about 10 other people there. Very, very small.
This time I probably whispered to Parker. It's like, did you pass on the stuff?
Yeah. No, I mean, I did not personally, but yeah, Wintercroft.
Wintercroft would have appreciated that. You do see the executor of the will. He's also dressed in a very sharp suit, and he has Bobby May's camera and the folder. And you see he hands the folder and the camera to Arlen Loretti.
Is that the kid?
Nugget, what does Arlen look like?
Yeah, so Arlen is a 13-year-old boy. Even for 13, he's very tall, because Bobby's tall and his father is also tall. So
Excuse you?
yeah, he's probably pushing 6 foot. He is Thin but muscled. It's obvious that he has some type of fighting training. Blonde hair. When he's older, his face claim is what's his name? Will Poulter. From like the Maze Runner and stuff like that. If you don't know who that is. And he looks very, his face isn't impassive, but it's very clear that he has a mask of impassiveness on his face. He's just not very good at it, if that makes sense. And he's kind of standing, hands in the pockets, and just keeps glancing kind of over at his father and at the casket and looks vaguely uncomfortable.
Does this child look like Bobby May?
Yeah.
He does
Yeah.
indeed. Yeah.
God.
He looks like Bobby May.
Yeah. I think Irina looks at Parker and Teddy's like, I'm going to talk to them. I know they're mafia, but I want to talk to them.
I mean, at the same time, like, it's also a day morning, so that might be more. You know what? Why am I stopping you? Go for it.
It's a funeral in the South. There's a get together afterwards inside with like casseroles and stuff.
Yeah.
I've never done that before.
I have a bunch of Southern family.
That's
the normal.
The wake is
There's
like basically
so
a
much
party.
goddamn food.
Yeah, and it's
so much
after
booze,
the burial. It's
and
not before.
so much drama.
I'm going to contribute to the drama after with the food.
So, it's a lovely, brief little service at the grave, and then because it's raining, everyone quickly goes inside to the funeral home for the wake, which I'm only, of the 10 that are there, you being 3 of them, one other person besides the executor and the 2 mafia people here stay.
Yeah.
Some people get some food to go, but most people don't. Yeah, there's it's a nice little spread. Wintercroft paid for the funeral, obviously. So there's a nice little catered spread here. And you see the Lorettis.
Yeah. Irina just gives them both like a nod. You must be the Lorettis?
Yeah. Arturo Loretti is on Island. As you know,
Loretti.
Bobby May.
We worked together. We were a
workers.
team.
Yeah.
We.
Oh, y'all were with Wintercroft, or I don't imagine she worked solo with her work. So
Yeah, it was one of those rare group missions. We worked together and we were with her and just wanted to.
yeah, about that. What the fuck happened? Because she did not like water, and there is no way in hell she would have drowned. And what the fuck is up with all those burns? Y'all want to start talking?
She just looks up at the boy and just like.
Yeah, granted, this is a 13-year-old
Yeah.
boy.
And his dad just puffs on a cigar, like,
You know,
all right, kid.
you bear an uncanny resemblance to her.
And-
Sorry, I don't mean to pry.
Your mother was killed by magic from some space entities that were underwater.
I was just gonna say maybe check her pictures that she took.
No, we're gonna skip you actually seeing the horrible shit that we did. Since you are talking like a grown person, I'm gonna treat you like one.
I appreciate that.
I'm pretty sure, and you all can correct me if I'm wrong. He looks at Parker and Irina. That her dead sister has something to do with it too.
I was just gonna offer them the extra copy here. Just gives them the photo, the group photo.
Arlen will take it.
And you
and
see
he-
all y'all happily around the table.
It's
And
okay.
you see Bobby May there.
Yeah, Arlen, he looks at it, and this is a 13-year-old boy. Like he gets a little like his mask drops for a second, but he just carefully tucks it into his suit inner pocket.
And the Don is gonna say, Magic, you can just say you had to sign an NDA.
I'm gonna say, if you don't
Right, I
believe
wanna-
us, that's fine. You don't have to believe
You
us
can
either,
most
Arlen.
certainly do a little psychology check.
Yeah, I just don't know what Arlen's psychology would be. I imagine being in the mafia, like
Is
he
he
would have to
perceptive?
read people pretty well.
Yes.
If
What
he's-
was
if
Bobby
he's
May's
important,
psychology?
it'd probably be pretty high
70.
since he'd be in danger a lot.
Let's say
Teddy's
his
just
is
like,
like
I ain't
40
signed
because
my
he's still a
NDA yet.
kid.
40? Okay.
40 since he's still a kid, but he grew up with people who had a lot of no.
No.
He'll
no.
figure it out eventually.
Yeah.
I will have the
and-
Don make a check though.
Yeah,
Oh,
Oh,
okay.
Yep.
the Don is wise.
Yeah.
he knows.
He's just, and he says that line about the NDA, but then he squints his eyes at you all, and it's like he's looking right through y'all.
Like he's saying this, but he's trying to protect his kid, sounds like. And she just gives him like a look and is just like, if you don't believe us, that's fine. But sometimes the truth is better if you don't look into it. If you ever want to, her photos are there for you. Shrugs.
If you really want to, go knock on a Wintercroft's door.
Yeah, you just wait until you are.
Old enough.
And I don't say that lightly, but I used to get paid to get the shit kicked out of me regularly. This is worse.
Hmm.
He'll be
We're
missed.
sorry for your loss. Oh. She
Your mom was one of the bravest people I ever met.
and an absolute badass.
She saved my life.
Arlen kind of looks at you, Parker, which, yeah.
Yeah. And,
I can't
and the
believe that
eyebrows
for-
go up very
Yeah, yeah.
skeptically. But he
Yeah,
did roll a 9, so like more incredulously, but he's keeping the look
Right.
skeptical.
Arlen
on
failed, so he's like,
return,
yeah, I
yeah.
don't believe that for a second. Thank you, for whatever it is you did with her while she died. Okay.
Teddy thinks about saying something about fighting off cultists, but then closes his eyes, sees the cultist with his eyeball shot out, and is like,
Yeah.
I think better of that one.
Yeah.
Good. Good.
Arlen, at this point, I'm
Everything's
assuming
fine.
because this is like afterwards, right?
This is
After
the wake.
yeah,
Yeah,
so
there's some lovely
yeah.
refreshments, treats,
Yeah, so-
food, booze.
Arlen would have Bobby's camera bag and the folder as well.
Yeah, he would.
Which he would pop open and he looks through, but it's literally just photos of like him growing up and him and dad and Bobby and all of them. When it says family, it's literally just family photos. No. Yeah, I don't get it. Bobby didn't have mom. Ma didn't have any secrets from us. So she didn't tell us a damn thing when she left. And I just don't understand why she would go and not say anything. And why y'all apparently can't fucking say anything and give me the truth either.
And your dad just puts a hand on your shoulder. In a very rare show of like, both it's okay and also like, keep calm.
Calm down.
Yeah. It's okay
Yeah.
and calm down.
Yeah.
Everybody has secrets, kid.
Not Ma.
Hmm.
She was honest to a fault. At least
With us. I think like all of us just exchanged looks
Just
like,
like,
sure,
look.
she was so honest.
A mad, gleeful smile as she murdered someone for the first time.
Yeah. Well, what NDA expires in what, 20 years? 50 years?
It's a till death NDA at Wintercroft. It's
Okay.
like a
Mm.
it's
But
a it's
We
a,
did
Did we
70
sign
if
it
we're-
yet? Did we
if we're
sign it
lucky.
yet?
Well,
it's been 8 days, so you guys probably gone back to Wintercroft to have the paperwork. Or if
Yeah,
not,
kind of-
someone from the San Francisco branch would have brought it over for you guys at Arena's house.
Cool.
Yeah.
Cool.
Teddy is just kind of throwing that shit out the window for this kid this one
Mhm.
time. Probably
Mhm.
will never talk to anybody else about
Nope.
this thing
Yeah.
again.
It's one of those things
But
where it's
for
so
this
unbelievable. Yeah. Yeah.
Because it was their mom. I said what I said. And you can believe it or you don't, kid. Come see
I
me at
don't know.
Wintercroft once you get 18. Let's see
And,
what happens.
and also, again, I don't know if this helps at all, but here's some recordings we took throughout our time here.
Arlen, what you need to understand is
He'll take it.
Spoons.
people are complex. Everyone grows up. Everyone's a kid. Everyone falls down, and they have people help pick them up. They find people to care about, and they find people that they're willing to lie about in order to care, because they care about them so much. People are very complex, and finding out what they care about, what they want, is a very hard thing to do. And Bobby Mays was a very complex person, which is good. That means she lived a very full, a very hopefully fulfilling life. And I really hope that when you're older, you'll be able to dig into some of that complexity and kind of learn more about who she was, and not just the side of her that you knew. Just kind of like we only know the side that we knew.
Yeah, it was good to meet you.
I think I almost said Bobby. Arlen is just kind of focused on Parker right now. Doesn't even really register that Irina said something, and just in a very his mother kind of attitude, just, darling, you wouldn't believe this shit about Bobby that I know.
Why do I feel like he's about to stab me?
I believe it.
Says Scoop from Parker's
Says
pocket.
Yeah, going into the oil
which
slick like
Irina
you
can
brought
also
into
hear. Yeah.
Yeah, I was like, oh, okay.
Does it look like either the Don or Arlen heard that? Just checking. Okay.
They're too sane.
Yeah.
The Don
Wanna
would be
meet-
closer, but Arlen
Fresh.
definitely not.
Want to meet my pet oil slick?
Oh,
But hey, if you were important to Bobby May, if you're ever in LA, you need something found, you're looking for something weird, here's my business card. You can hit me up. Heck,
Dad takes it.
if you're traveling, you need a place to crash.
Yeah, the dad's not gonna give up that at all.
Nope.
At this point, Arlen will shift his attention kind of to Irina. What are these recordings?
Just through our time together, I did some not voice journaling. This one's a bit weird. That was just me giving proof to your mom that she was saying spoons a lot in her sleep. This one,
Yeah, she had nightmares, so.
yeah, just a few things here and there. Some of them have her voice in it.
He looks a little surprised at that. Like that's not something he was expecting. And just genuinely, thanks. I appreciate this.
She was really nice to us.
Now I know you're lying.
No, she made sure all of us got breakfast every day. Took good care of us. I'm not a morning person.
Now that sounds like her.
Yeah. So, same with Parker. If you need anything, let me know. She will actually give him a proper business card because she's going back into, and she also does repairs and stuff. She's like, same thing.
Dad takes that one too.
Yep.
Why does he take all of them?
Because he's the Don of
That
the
is
mafia. And
Yeah,
you guys
I
are
know
giving
we're-
him favors.
To his son, not to him.
Sure.
Yeah, but still, same thing, right?
Not really.
Well, we're all family.
Sure. And I'll take a step back and I'm gonna try casserole. I haven't been to the South much, so this is very exciting.
Yeah, you probably want to try that fruit salad before it gets warm, too.
I definitely recommend the cornbread. It's grandma's recipe, and Bobby might have hated grandma, but grandma makes him eat casserole and cornbread. So
And as you guys, split off from Arlen and his father, from the little Reddies,
Yep.
Parker and Teddy and Irina have enjoyed the provided spread at Bobby May's funeral, where Goop requests to roll over a plate of small food so he can try to taste some of these things. None of it disappears. He just wants to roll in the flavor. Yeah.
And be like a part of the
It's like weirdly oily
experience.
afterwards.
he's like, I wouldn't eat it. I don't know what happened. But aren't you supposed to say words at a funeral? I'll say some words, even though I know only two of you can hear me. Bobby May, was the nicest murderer I knew, and may she rest in Doris.
What?
And
She rests in Doris?
well, part of her.
Irina just looks absolutely fucking. I think she was like about to eat like a bite of fruit salad, and it just like the fucking
falls off the
fruit
fork.
falls.
Yeah.
Like what?
Did we invite Doris to the funeral? Is she around?
No,
No.
Doris is not at the funeral.
God.
And as we end on Goop's words and the fruit falling off of the spork, it's probably a spork, it's those little plastic sporks, and Parker and Irina going like, what? And Teddy probably having no idea, close, but having no idea as to what was just dropped. That is where we're gonna end this campaign. Woohoo!
My God.
So we're gonna go around. We're gonna say who we are, where we can find you, your highlights from tonight, or this or the series as a whole. We've ended it, and where you see your character in the future if you're not dead. So we're gonna start in the same order we started with Parker Lee. How was tonight for you? I'm also gonna put on some happier music, cause woohoo!
Oh, goodness. Tonight was great. Man, I was not expecting such a deadly encounter. I almost died. And very
Several
nearly
of y'all
died.
got real close.
And I fought for that number too. It's like, no, this is my number. Get out of the
You
way,
did.
Bobby May. I'm
Yeah,
gonna stand
you
here.
You can have it.
She knew. But hi, I'm Yutsai. Had a great time playing Parker Lee, who is still alive, amazingly. You can find me on Blue Sky at Yutsai. As series as a whole, it's been great. Playing like a more chatty character has been very fun. A bit more of a brusque character. Had some internal tiffs, a lot of coming together moments, a little internalizing. Just, I don't usually get to play in such longer games that like get to develop characters like this. So it was a very nice experience with so many twists and turns. And wow, this system does it can be a little harsh when you're rolling bad.
Part of the fun.
Very much so. Part of me is, if I didn't have to be gone last week, part of me was leaning towards accepting that deal. Just because even now, I still have no idea what I was saying yes to, which is kind of part of the fun. It's
I'll
when-
explain it to you.
Yeah, when was the next time I could do this, right? But
Mm-hmm.
but in the end, I think Parker does believe in like the human experience. Even if death is scary, it is something that everyone partakes in. So you're not really alone when you die because you're joining this great tradition that everyone partakes in. As far as what Parker's up to, I think he does see a counselor for quite a while. He has money to relax, money to take some time off or just keep busy. Probably goes to a garage sale every other day in LA just to like do stuff. But in the end, I think with the words of Bobby May saying you're not allowed to die, I think he does feel like it's kind of a waste if he just returns to normalcy. Not that it's a bad thing. Like, people can choose to fade into the background if that's how they want to live. But Parker does think he needs to, in some kind of feeling partially responsible, he feels like he does need to like act to, because he now knows he can never unknow.
Yeah.
And yeah, so kind of both his own motivations and also in a bit of remembrance of Bobby May and kind of the enigma, the very scary enigma that she was. He'll push forward and continue assisting with Wintercroft.
All right. Wonderful, wonderful. That covers everything. So next we go down to Bobby May.
Hi. Yeah, that's me.
Rest in peace.
R.I.P. R.I.D. R.I. Rest in
P works.
Doris.
Just P for penguin.
P for penguin. Yeah.
Rest
yeah.
in penguin.
Rest in Doris. Rest in penguin. Yeah. Hi, I'm Nuggetosaurus. I played Bobby May Dean, the investigative photojournalist who died. This whole campaign has been an absolute blast. It's the first like full exposure to Call of Cthulhu that I've
Mhm.
had. And it's I'm so glad, like, as we were nearing the last couple episodes, I was like, do I want to sacrifice myself? Do I want to keep up the tradition of dying? Like, but the dice decided for me.
The
So,
dice did decide it
Lindy,
for you.
Yeah, we kept the tradition of killing me in every single game we've played together.
Every single
So-
campaign I've run. You
Yeah,
die.
that you've run, that I've been a player in.
But it's
I
more
have
than
died.
like 6 episodes.
Yeah,
It just-
yeah,
yep.
it's I love it. I'm here for it. If you know me as a player, you know that I live for the angst. I live for the hurt. So I'm glad that that's how Bobby May's story ended. I thought it was very thematic.
Very thematic,
on
oddly
par.
thematic. I was like, okay, Cultist A is gonna have this, this, and this. Cultist B will have this, and you.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And the drowning is just chef's. I couldn't have read it better myself if I was an author. Like that, it was phenomenal, phenomenal. I enjoyed any instance with Goop in it. I'm so glad that Goop was a part of our campaign as well.
Yay.
Goop is phenomenal. Goop is my favorite part, hands down. So Bobby obviously is with Doris.
Yes.
I would love,
What's
absolutely
left?
love, yeah, what's left of her, to play Arlen in like a future, like 90s or something like that, 2000s
Mm-hmm.
Call of Cthulhu campaign, just because you guys planted those seeds of, oh, you want answers, go to Wintercroft. Arlen, being the young man that he is, absolutely would. So I would really love to see that type of story for Arlen. I would love to see more of him. Because we got a little taste of him, of his hot-headedness and the anger he inherited, the silent anger that his mom carried, but the anger that he is not silent about. But yeah, that's where I hope to see in the future, since Bobby's dead, not dead. Oh, and that's another thing, is I loved the option to be consumed by Doris. Because no way in hell is Bobby going to rest in peace with the sister that she murdered. Like,
Mm-hmm.
getting buried in Gracie May's, like, being buried together was a fuck you to Gracie May and a fuck you to her mother. Like, that was not a sweet, sentimental thing at all. That was absolutely, hey, I have the power to do this, I'm gonna do this because fuck you. So, Bobby May's not a great person. I mean, she is, but she's not. So, like Parker said, she's complex. There's a lot to her, and I'm glad that her story ended here, and I'm excited to see if maybe Arlen's story picks up somewhere in the future.
Wonderful, wonderful. Irina, how was tonight for you?
Well, I've been obsessing over Doris
You
this
have
entire season, so that was a very satisfyingly painful end. I got to hear Goop, so my one goal for this session, it came true. Not in the way I hoped it would, because I wasn't expecting to maybe kill a man, lose sanity, and finally hear Goop, and then watch Bobby May die. Bobby May literally went on flambe and then was boiled, like a proper stew. Like, we seared her, then put her in water.
You did.
Anyway, so that was a time. As for, like, I guess, highlights of this entire campaign, anything with the weird occult thing seeping in, that was good. And then I think especially these recent sessions, they were very human. I think we talked a lot about mortality. We really got into, what does it mean to be alive? And what does it mean to be human? And that was a really nice exploration of that, because, that's the best way to, fear and death. The plot twist with Bobby May having a mafia love child, it blew my mind. So that was amazing. I'm gonna really miss this entire group. I'm gonna miss this story, but I'm really glad that, it got to where it is. It's a very satisfying ending, and I'm really grateful for the opportunity to play in this game. As for what Irina will be doing from now on, she's gonna, hold true in her promise with Gemma. She's gonna go back into the performing world. I think she never actually took physiotherapy for her wrist, actually.
Wintercroft will pay for that.
Yeah, so she's gonna see about maybe actually working on performing again, because back in the day she was like, I couldn't even do one little thing right, but now that I've helped save the world temporarily, maybe I can perform again. This feels like a small thing now. So gonna go back, travel the world, where she can. Stay with Wintercroft because I kind of want to go join Cabal Wednesdays, learn some magic. I have 15 in
Yeah.
occult. Maybe I could just, study some more. Still keep on with the tuning stuff where I can, but
Mm-hmm.
yeah. And if Teddy's willing, she can go bribe his like Russian bitch with some really primo vodka. And be like, hey, would you be willing to trade for good vodka?
Wait, Teddy's a trait now?
What do you think she bought all that vodka for? That's how you convince a girl not to go after your man. Bribery.
Mm-hmm. So keeping Teddy in the future. I like it. I wonder if anything develops there. Speaking of, unless you had more. No.
That's about it. Gonna keep traveling and performing. Found some confidence from this.
Love it. Speaking of Teddy and I being together, Teddy, how was this all for you?
This was my first Call of Cthulhu game, as I know several other people were. So very excited. It was very fun. I very much enjoyed playing with this whole crew. Y'all are dope as fuck. I will be excited to do another thing with y'all. 100%. Lindy, you're a monster, but I appreciate it. Your monstrousness, just getting from the start of when we started to your monstrousness on floating isles that get separated while we were high as fuck all the way until now.
Look, it was a really bad storm in actual history. I like to throw real history in for you guys.
And just an odd confluence of me actually going to those places this year.
I know, right?
In my plans, which is fucking wild to me, but that's just how shit worked out. Favorite part, I mean, yeah, like it was, I enjoyed all of it. The tension, I think, from these last couple of sessions have absolutely been some of my favorite parts, because I thought, yep, this is gonna be it for Teddy. One more shot and this boy's gone. And of course, instead of that happening, the thing I predicted would probably happen, because y'all have talked it into existence. Bobby May dying. Yeah, I loved it and hated it at the same time. Because I think for Teddy, that's very, very impactful. Because Teddy was like, I'm supposed to protect all of you. And he thought he had gotten away with protecting all of you until he didn't. So that stuff sticks around. And that's why going forward, Teddy would go right back to work for Wintercroft. His sanity would probably go down pretty fast after that. Because Teddy is just like, give me that hard shit, fam. I'm already fucked up. What else you gonna do to me? But yeah, Teddy would definitely get away for a little while. Hang out with Irina, hang out with Parker, try to convince Parker to come back to Wintercroft, as bad as that sounds. Periodically send mail to, like, pen pal style to Bobby May's kid. Like, yo, if you want to learn how to fucking box from a real one, I know some people. Like, I know you already into some shit that you probably shouldn't be into as a 13-year-old. And ain't nothing I'm gonna say gonna stop you, so I might as well teach you how to defend yourself. Like, when it comes to no guns and you got to use fists, you better be ready to break somebody. And so yeah, Teddy would absolutely hang out with this kid and try to get them up to speed. And I think, yeah, that definitely would be an absolute fuck you to Wintercroft, though. That moment of going in and saying fuck you, fuck you, fuck you, fuck you, give me better jobs next time. Not this unknown shit. Just tell me that I'm about to walk into hell so I know it this time.
Well, the problem is with a lot of these jobs, you don't know you're walking into hell until you're already there.
Teddy already knows this, but he's just angry.
And
angry
they
about Bobby
understand
May.
because they've been through it too, but their group had a 50% survival rate. Antarctica's brutal.
Jesus.
Yo, it was a rough campaign.
But yeah, that's it. I don't have anything else. Find me on the internet at Doubles and Dice. I'm in places where stuff's happening.
Wonderful, wonderful. And that just leaves me. My highlight of tonight's game was, I have a little highlight for every person here. When I changed the music, I was like, oh, you see a ship in the distance. And I changed the music, and Teddy was like, I don't like that. Why that music like that? I don't. That brought me joy. Oh, Nugget. I mean, I'm sorry, but also we kept our
I'm
trend.
not.
I'm
not
I
sorry.
had like who was he gonna target based on who was injured and like all sorts of things, and I mean he could have rolled a 1. He could. It was close. I was worried about a TPK when that machine gun came out. I was like, oh no, and it hit a third chance of hitting you with each bullet, and it hit every single one of you. I was like, oh no, that's not good. Didn't hit you, Bobby May. You didn't need it though. You got drowned. It was saving the drowning spell for you. The dice were, because they were like, we need to make this thematic as fuck. Which it did. So that was exciting. I really liked Irina just being such in denial about Bobby May being dead. Like, that extreme medical check and just being like, no, we can shock her, we can do something, and then there was nothing to be done. I liked Parker and Goop having some moments. That was very, very, very sweet session. Also, everyone's responses to killing somebody, because each one of you took out one guy. So everyone kind of dealt with that, and overarching over the entire campaign, I was so happy to bring this group together. A group who had not really had any very extremely little to zero Call of Cthulhu experience whatsoever, and throw you all into a full Call of Cthulhu campaign. And just to see how you guys make decisions and things, because some decisions y'all made, the other group, the Mysteries at the End of the World crew, I'm like, they would have made a completely different choice there. And it probably would have been way more unhinged. Because there's a difference between playing with the Call of Cthulhu group you played with for like 4 years straight, and a group of people who are new to the game. And it was just so interesting to watch you guys tackle certain things. I really enjoyed every single conversation you guys had over a breakfast, lunch, or dinner. I felt like those really deepened some team bonds there at this investigative agency in a super fun way, an enriching way. I also really just, each and every one of you was very creative and really had a good part to play in this story, and I can't wait to see, if I decide to run a Call of Cthulhu game in the future. I've seeded some potential things. What may have happened to your characters, because, we'll talk. So, are there wedding bells in Irina and Teddy's future? I also liked how everything was, like, shipless until we got to the bottom of the ocean, and then it was like, I have a crush on Irina, and I was like, what? And it was just very exciting, because Snow is lamenting to me. Not lamenting, being like, flabbergasted, like, I can't believe there's no ships in this game. This is the first game I've ever played with, like, no ships. And then she got a ship.
I got
lots of
you,
ships.
fam.
Lots of ships in this game. Many boat names. I also really loved my other group of Greg, Dawn, Tom, and Pruitt for playing, and most of them being able to guest and to cross the streams, so to speak. Speaking of which, the Laugh Love Linda channel here will be taking a break for the rest of the month. This was the last stream I have until March, but starting on Wednesdays in March, the 6 sessions that I recorded of the Mysteries at the End of the World crew. So, Tanner Huntington, Uriah, Wash Keys, and Professor Marvin Howells, how they wound up at the bottom of the ocean. You'll be able to see that in a little 6-episode series, followed by the documentary that gets released. That Heather cuts together. That will be aired afterwards because I need time to edit the shit out of it. But that will be released after the Mysteries at the End of the World. So fear not, there is more Call of Cthulhu to come, and you'll all see basically kind of like a prequel how all of this came to be, because their decisions impacted what happened here, and it was very exciting. So I had really high hopes and big dreams for these 2 cross campaigns, and it was very exciting to see how it all came together. it brings me so much joy, and I'm so happy, and I'm also so sad that it's over, but, good ending, good times. It wasn't a complete TPK, minus our doctor, so that was good. And let's see, aside from the break, keep your eyes peeled, there might be more, fun campaign stuff with maybe some or all of these people in the summer. And if you like Call of Cthulhu, I am talking with a few different people about reviving an old Pulp Cthulhu campaign that I ran once upon a time. And you might have heard of it, known as Degrees of Madness. They might be getting a second semester probably in the fall, but that's still very much in the works. No definites, but just wait till March. We'll be back with our regularly scheduled stuff. Unfortunately, not with these people, but very fun stuff nonetheless. So thank you everyone so much for playing, for being players in this crazy, wonderful scheme that I threw out at y'all last year. I think, let's see, we're on episode 22, so like 5-6 months ago? It's crazy. I want to say 6 months ago. Wild. But excellent campaign. Y'all are fabulous. Doris loves each and every one of you. And until next time, have fun, play games. I forgot something. Ha ha ha. Later that year, y'all are watching TV, except for Bobby, because Bobby's dead.
Okay.
Y'all are watching TV. You see the newscaster, Dan Rather. There's an incident on October 4th, 1986, where someone on the street runs up to him and is just yelling, pretend this is Dan Rather, "What's the frequency, Kenneth? What's the frequency, Kenneth?" And it just gives y'all some weird dreams and some thoughts about, wait, isn't that the tour manager? Why is he a newscaster? And he's calling him Kenneth. I thought he just looked like Dan Rather, but maybe there was something more going on this whole time. Okay, now for reals, bye.